Oh.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of From the Sideline. I'm your host, Troy, and I'm back with the boys. What's up, fellas?
Yo, what up?
Y'all ready to get it? A BooWop be here in a second. Y'all boy might stop by today. We don't know.
Who?
Y'all boy.
Who's y'all?
Y'all boy.
What?
Who?
Everybody's boy. The one you love to hate. I love myself. Oh, man. What?
I said that's a shock to me because I have no clue who you talking about.
How's that a shock to you?
No, I said a shock.
Oh, shock. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it being a shock. But how you fellas feeling today, man?
I'm feeling good. I can't complain.
I still want to wonder who coming. What are you saying? Sure.
I mean, if you think about it, it's easy to figure it out.
From yesterday, we talking about last show?
Nah.
I don't know who you love Dave.
We gonna find out. We gonna find out.
I like that. It's a we need to know thing.
Yeah, because I don't know.
Because I ain't telling you.
Fair enough.
So I know Zamara. We're gonna have to readdress this because Zamara want to give her opinion on this KD trade to Boston. You guys want to dive into that?
I'm down. Yeah.
I mean, sure.
I mean, I want to see what they get for him. I'm seeing Jaylen Brown shit in the trade, and I saw him tweeting this shit this morning. I just want to see
what did he tweet?
What did he tweet?
He tweeted, like,
shake my head.
Speak. He's right there in the background.
He said what?
Oh yeah, nigga is right in the back.
He said what? Check my what?
He
shake my head.
Said SMH. Yeah.
Oh,
and then like all the shit was going down. They said that's what they offered. He just tweeted like shake my head. So something going down.
I mean, so there's two routes I'm gonna take with this. So first off, I just think, yes, it's a business, but not everything needs to be a business. At some point, you got to start rolling with the guys that work hard for you, that put in the work, that like there's just like for me, like that's why like me personally, like there's a lot of people, even though you might say they're better players, there's a lot of people I'm not going to trade for Jamal Murray because I believe in the work that Jamal Murray's put in. I'm not going to give that up. I'm going to trust the guy that has put sweat and tears, blood, sweat, and tears, injuries, rehab into this team.
For how long?
Opposed to somebody. What do you mean?
For how long?
Unless I feel like he's not producing to what at least I expect him to. If he's not doing that, then all right, I'll start looking differently. But until that happens, I'm not going to. Especially when we look at the Celtics involved, I feel like both Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum have taken major steps to like they're not going anywhere. I still think they're championship contenders. Like it's not crazy to say they can win one next year. So like I wouldn't necessarily mess that up because if they get like they're gonna kill their depth. They're gonna kill their depth for KD for what? Like for what? Like it's like
guard,
I hear y'all like, no, because like if we're gonna and I'll wrap this first route I'm going with it up. We're gonna look at it. What's been the problem with KD for the past couple of years?
Injury.
Yeah.
Is it? I mean, if you having multiple injuries back to back, year after year, you know what I mean? Or I think it's been the past 3 years. Whatever.
His last 3 years, he was out coming back from an injury that he sustained in the Warriors the year prior to that. So first year, no games. Second year, he came back. He came back and played 35 games off that injury. And then the next year he missed time 56. Because of an injury.
Yeah. I know he played 50, which 50 something.
55.
55 is cool, but like I don't know. I just think if I'm the Celtics, I think the fact that this team was just in the finals and y'all really didn't lose anybody that was integral. And I mean, Malcolm Brogdon, he ain't a world beater, but he's what you need. He's what you need.
Yeah.
Now, I think it's just murmurs. That's how I think. I think it's just Boston trying to shake up free agency, if it's true, because all these reports always have come out about Jaylen Brown getting traded here, Jaylen Brown getting traded there, and then it comes out later that it wasn't true, or it was an anonymous source, like it's somebody within that. Like it's always something wrapped around it. So it's like I'm not, as a Boston fan. What you say, Larry? No, I got you. Yeah, I'm not worried as a Boston fan. Trey, you can't laugh, bro. You laugh, I'm gonna laugh, bro. You gotta let me get it on. I look right at you too, because as soon as you laugh, I'm gonna laugh, man. But I think as a Boston fan, we good. Like I don't think we should make any more pieces unless it's getting a solid backup big man that could come in and give us some minutes off the bench when we need it. But that's it.
Even then, I still think y'all have that. I still think y'all. Like,
I mean, with Al Horford and them guys, no, word up. But definitely good. We fixed the problem I thought we needed most, and that was a backup guy that could play PG, because GK said he's a 2. But that could play PG and Brogdon, Bogdan, whatever his name is. That's what.
Since when has he been a 2?
I didn't hear.
I was like, he was a 2.
Go watch
he was
the
a
TikTok.
Milwaukee.
Go watch the TikTok. There'll be a shortcut when Gbaby goes. He's a 2.
But the second round I was gonna go was what Mr. NBA said. Danny Range has messed up free agency for everybody. Like, I guarantee you, if this Rudy Gobert move wouldn't have been made, KD would have. I think there's a higher chance KD would have been gone, because I don't think teams thought to ask for 4 first round picks until Rudy got it. So I genuinely feel like Brooklyn is like, look, if Rudy's getting 4 first round picks and 3 key pieces, I want the whole thing for KD. I'm a stock up.
So you don't think that if KD gets traded first, Rudy still doesn't go to the Timberwolves for the Timberwolves still don't trade those many picks?
Not for that much.
He might go there, but it might not be for that much.
No, I think so. I think
the price goes down. The price goes down.
Because
I think the Timberwolves were desperate, and the Jazz was going to ask for a lot for both Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell if they traded them. Both of them, they were going to ask for a lot, regardless of who got traded, who got moved. It would have set a precedent, and teams could have.
Minnesota got fleeced, though.
Teams could have. Minnesota, they gave up those picks because they trust what Rudy Gobert and Karl Anthony Towns can do for them. That's not a fleece. They trust what those guys can do for them. What they're envisioning, they trust those guys can get it done. Now, can they? We just need to see it. And if they do, I can't wait. And
it's just tough. It's tough because
it's going to change from L, baby.
Tim Connolly, or absolutely not. Tim Connolly, ever since I got back into the Nuggets, he's been my guy. I feel like there was never really a move that he made that I was like, that's questionable. But like the second he gets to Minnesota and he makes his trade, I'm like,
Mel not on the show today. I don't know if he did Gbaby reach today.
I was like, I don't know. So it's just tough. But I mean, you're right. We gotta wait and see. I think
definitely gotta wait and see.
I think they're gonna be a playing team, but hey, nevertheless,
I got a list of teams that I'm waiting to see. I know free agency not over, but my team.
I feel like other than this trade, there's really nothing left.
My team, I don't count, but for me, Timberwolves is 1. Atlanta is 2.
As in 1 and 2, as in what? Like
looking like the teams I'm going to be keeping a close eye on to see what happens, what they're going to do, if they're going to progress and how it works out. The Nuggets is there because Jamal Murray should be back at the start of the season, and so should be the invisible guy. I don't remember his name.
Mr. 45% from 3, Michael Porter Jr.
Who is that?
Mr. 45% from 3.
I've never heard that guy's name. I don't know why his mother named him Mr. 45% from 3, because that's the craziest name you can give a child.
Hey.
I just want you to know that. All right. BooWop!
What's the word, my guys? How y'all
What's
feeling?
up, brother?
I'm straight.
So we was just talking about Boston being rumored to have offered a package of Jaylen Brown, White, um, and a couple of picks and whatever else. And I told the guys I don't believe them. I think it's a rumor. I think somebody talked from another team trying to stir some shit up. And that's it for me.
I think it's real. And I don't like it.
I ain't paying it no mind.
Neither do I, BooWop. I'm with you. I don't like it either.
I think it's real because it's Kevin Durant. Like, if it wasn't Kevin Durant, like, I don't
Clippers
think
is another team.
You think Kyrie? What do you think about Kyrie then? BooWop? Do you think Kyrie? Which one do you think is more likely to be like more realistic that it gets traded? Kyrie or KD?
KD.
I think it's more realistic that Kyrie gets traded.
I think that would be the best. The best possibility for the Nets is to get KD to stay, trade Kyrie away, get a point guard in position to take his spot because you just added some pieces where you can run a different kind of system around KD.
I think Brooklyn willing to kind of get low ball for Kyrie. They not gonna get low ball for KD.
100%.
That's why I think it's more realistic.
Like, but I think just with KD, excuse me. I think with just KD being KD and him being that type of a superstar, whether we want to realize it or not, I don't know what just happened with Nigel. Nigel, you back?
I think so. My Wi-Fi is.
All right. He's a superstar, and superstars, man. I would rather. I mean, those guys when they ask for a trade, man, in today's basketball, bro, teams figure out a way to trade them. So that, I mean, if I'm just going off the last couple of years of history of the basketball, then if you're asking me who's more likely to get traded, KD, because the history would tell you KD is more likely, unless
I would say both. Honestly, I think it's a high chance that both get traded, but I just think the asking price for KD might go on a little bit to Brooklyn. Brooklyn will hold on as long as they can. Like,
yeah, no, 100%.
They'll wait till the best deal comes to them.
2 years from now, I don't. Yeah, no, yeah, I know. I agree with you. I think they would just if they would take a point guard, give me Kyle Lowry and somebody off the bench like Strauss or Struess, and we good. Like, I get you, but
I'm not gonna lie. If I'm the Nets, I'll move Kyrie before the start of the season. Like, I do everything I can to make sure that's not a trade deadline type of trade, and I hope that and that's if I'm gonna move Kyrie. If I'm the Nets and I'm like, you know what, we're set on moving Kyrie, that deal needs to get done before like training camp and the start of the season. I don't want that going on to the trade deadline. I don't. Like, I need that done before whenever they get together for the little training camp before preseason, whatever that day is, I need that trade done before that. KD, like BooWop said, I can hold off on.
Yeah, I told you guys in the beginning, like if I had a choice to trade KD, if I'm the Nets, I'm not trading him. I got you for 4 years under contract. Like,
oh yeah, absolutely.
I trade you if I want to.
If he was in the same situation as Kyrie, where it was like a 1 year, it's like, you know, all that.
Yeah, you're gonna lose him anyway. Then I would definitely, you know, bounce him and he wouldn't get as high. But BooWop, we were also talking about Rudy Gobert's deal. Do you think the Nets action price for KD is as high if Rudy Gobert because the Timberwolves got that deal? Do you think the action price is so high just because the Timberwolves got that deal, or it has a reason? Well, I know it plays a part in it.
Of course, I mean it got to play a part in it. I mean, it's basketball. Like, everything is like, you know, kind of setting the market. Somebody's gonna always set the market with something. So yeah, that got a lot to do with it, but I don't believe it's the same situation because the Timberwolves was in a win now situation when they pulled the trigger on it. Like, they gave up their future and they had a young future in store. Like, when you give up your young future, like a Jaylen Brown or Derek White, those guys got 10 years in them.
Mm-hmm.
KD might have 3.
No, I'm not going that far.
No, that's not crazy. How old is he? Like
I don't
30?
think that's crazy just because injuries. He's gonna turn 34.
And then he's about to hit 34.
Yeah, who about to hit 34?
Yeah, I think that's 3 max. To be honest,
but
not
I
everybody
think
can be LeBron. Not everybody can. Be
it's not
LeBron
even. It's see, and that's the. I hate the example. It's better if you say not everybody can have longevity because it's not like just LeBron that had longevity in the NBA.
The reason I use LeBron is because LeBron, even though I don't have him in my top
LeBron
5,
puts $1 million
he's still
into
playing
his body.
like a top
Not
10 player, averaging 30.
Okay,
that goes more to my point because not that many players do that.
Right, but you also have to recognize that KD might not have that regimen. But what I was going to say is, what if he doesn't get injured and he's here for another 5 years and KD is just the regular KD, a shooting KD, like he doesn't do much on the floor.
Getting injured.
Like so I'm not saying I don't bet on him.
So can I clarify that a little bit? I think he'll be in the league in the 5 years. Will he be this same KD?
Oh no, he's on the decline.
No, that's what I'm saying. So that's what I mean. At least that's what I mean when I say like we're not going to see the same. Like KD got 3 years left in him. I mean like he's got 3 years at max being this KD.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Then
that's what I mean. So I think he'll still be at the league, even if
I'm with BooWop in Boston. If it is real, I don't like it for Boston because Jaylen Brown just showed out for us, and we just gotta and maybe. But what I was saying to you earlier too, Gbaby, was when I asked you how long will you take trying to build a team around 2 stars and just getting and not making it work? The only thing that stands out to me with Boston is each year we kind of fixed it and got better and got better and got better till we made it to the finals. That's the only thing that I'd be like, all right, why would you trade Jaylen Brown when we made it to a finals? Like, absolutely. But if they were in a different predicament, like they lost in the second round or they lost to KD, like we got swept, and then they wanted to make a trade for somebody like KD or didn't get beat by KD, they got beat by the Bucks, and then wanted to make a trade for KD, I don't think that's as bad because then you might be looking at it like, all right, we've been here 5 years. How much longer do we want to be here with these two as a core? And I don't like that mindset of thinking, but I think that would have been a mindset. But because they made it so far, that's why I think that it's just rumors to shake up the trade mill on KD some more.
Yeah. And I don't mean it for everybody, but just because Boston is the example, I was more so saying that because the way I feel, like with Brad Stevens, we knew they were coming. We knew they were on the way. They made Jason Tatum as a rookie was leading them to the conference finals. So we knew they were coming. The second they got Udoka, even though it took a while, we saw the shift. Number 1 defense in the league. They finally got it together. You know what I mean? So that's why I was like, I think you can win with this team. I'm not about to blow it up for somebody who – and how old is Jaylen Brown? 25, 26? Jason Tatum, 25, 24 in that range?
Yeah, they're a little younger. I think Jalen's 25 and JT would be 24, 23.
So why would I get rid of either one of those guys?
No,
so
not with them making it this far. Like if they playing
now, if they were losing in the first round every year, okay, maybe. Like
no, but they're showing progress that it works, and it's like you got to give these guys like Udoka and Jaylen and Jason more years together to see if you could really make it work.
Now, if they go the next 2 years losing in the first round, and it's like they take a step backwards, then okay. But I don't see that happening at all. I still have them as a top 2 team in the East as a threat to win a championship. Like it's them and the Bucks for me. Like those are still the top 2.
And then right behind them would be Miami and then
Philly. But once they get because James Harden. So we'll see what they do.
But I don't know how long Philly holds on to that spot.
Oh,
as much as I love Embiid.
If Cleveland keep doing what they're doing, I can see them coming up. I love what Cleveland.
Maybe next. I don't hate that at all.
Oh, I don't mean immediately. I don't mean
like in a couple years.
I
think the Nets might be good because if they keep KD, it just depends on the situation. You can't really rank them because if they come back with KD, then I think they're in that top 3 of threats. I know they got swept this year, but just with the pieces that they added and KD gonna have a fire lit under him too, like ready to go next season to prove that he can win a championship with the pieces around him. It doesn't You know, he failed at it in OKC, but he made it to a finals. Like he ventured off to another team, and the best team, and won some championships, and now he wants to taste it, on his own. So I'm not knocking him, but it's hard, when you do, like you guys said, when he does have to deal with injuries and then the things that's going on with other teammates on the team. So I mean, I would like to see him win, but just not on Boston.
Just not on.
Yeah.
I don't want them fucking up what we got. I really
Boston,
don't.
I don't either. Like Boston, I think Boston.
I think if you trade away Jaylen Brown, you're gonna fuck everything up. I don't care who you put in that spot.
Yeah, and as currently constructed, it would be a shock to me if Boston did win.
Because KD not gonna. I'm sorry, I love KD, but KD not gonna play Brown level defense.
He's not.
I mean, it's not even. I don't know. For me, it's not about. It's about the depth y'all are going.
Exactly.
For me,
they have to.
Like
they have
losing
to
Marcus Smart.
But we're not giving up Marcus Smart.
It would be white.
That's what
they want. I know what they want. I didn't even mention him until now. I'll let you guys.
But Derek White and Jaylen Brown would for sure be
because they're not giving up Marcus Smart.
And Derek White's important to what they do. Like y'all had one glaring need.
Well, I don't know what's their right role going to be now with Brogdon. Are you going to still bring D White in at the 1 and then put Brogdon at the 2?
Well, I thought they were going to start Brogdon. I thought the whole.
Well, no, that from the get they was like start him. Nah, smart.
I think they should, but I mean, they're going to.
I'm with you. Me too.
Yeah, I was like, that shocks me because
Brogdon Smart.
Why else would you trade for him if he's not going to start as your best point guard?
And then you can have Al Horford come off the bench. I thought it would be nice if they just started Brogdon, but either way, they're going to have depth, so I guess it don't matter too much. And he's going to get minutes in the playoffs.
Yeah, 100%. That's what we need him for. We need him for in the playoffs.
I mean, they can really go 10 deep in the playoffs, and I know that's not common. But the Celtics really
at least 9, like
10 deep. Yeah, 9 to 10
off the bench. Brogdon, White, Horford, Grant Williams.
Yeah, those 4 at the least would be
them and the Clippers. Them and the Clippers probably 2 deepest teams in the league. So
absolutely,
I wouldn't mess it up.
When I don't come,
I wouldn't mess it up.
BooWop, talk your shit, BooWop.
Wait, say that one more time. I didn't hear.
Talk your shit, BooWop.
Let me find out you out here, boy.
Wait, what happened? What I do? What I do?
Got that little GK over there.
What did I do? I'm so confused.
Not you. The chat.
Nah, we missed GK too, bro. No bullshit.
Talking to self.
No, I'm not feeling that shit though. Like I said, man, KD is 34 years old. I don't know if he's going to necessarily be KD next year. Like, I don't know.
No, man.
Yeah, there's a little too much uncertainty with him.
So stay. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Yeah. I don't believe in it for no superstar at that age, though. Like, that's too much to give up your future. You accent like Jaylen Brown is a top 20 player right now.
They said they believe he's what they need to take them over the top. No, I don't believe that.
We said what, BooWop?
I think he's top 20. Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown?
If we think about it, it's technically not ridiculous.
But
it's not like
technically not ridiculous because that shooting guard list, low-key been interchanged all year. So.
That's not defensively, Tyson.
That's what I'm finna say right there. Like, you got to realize a lot of that shit interchangeable, right? Outside of the top 5, a lot of that shit is interchangeable. Like, these players are so good and so close upon each other. Like, there's no real gap between the 17th player or the 23rd player. It's like no real gaps. That's all.
From that small, but I agree with you.
Yeah, it's a miniature.
Yeah.
But because if you look at the shooting guards, like, let's just say we count Paul George. He's probably the best one. And then after that, take your pick between Donovan Mitchell, Devin Booker, Zach LaVine, Bradley Beal, and Jaylen Brown. Like, a lot. So there's people that will take Jaylen Brown over Bradley Beal right now. There's people that will take
CJ.
It ain't me.
No CJ.
I've retired the CJ over Donovan. I've retired it. I'm not going back into it. I know who I prefer, but I've retired the argument.
But okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, see, you can put CJ in there too. I didn't want to say him because I
He'd
knew
be
somebody
under
would be
them. That's fine.
like, not to me, but
So
again, argument.
I want to get into this, right? So did any of you guys see what Draymond tweeted?
No.
He tweeted again.
So he tweeted yesterday at 7:54 a.m. Sorry, your mom. He said, "I'm watching the '98 Bulls versus the Utah in the finals. I can't help but notice our 2017 team would have beaten the Bulls by dub and the Jazz by 40. If they're going to play these brands of basketball, then that's why it's dumb to compare era."
He said what? How many teams beat him?
He would have beat the Bulls by 20 and the Jazz by 40.
Yeah.
Also the '98 Bulls, which are like
the '98 Bulls. I ain't really that mad.
I'm not really
yeah,
mad at that
like
either.
it's not.
You know, but you see,
It's something Draymond would say.
It is, but I got
it is, but it's somewhat true to a degree. The '98 Bulls was not as good as
at the end of that. At the end of that, he
not at
said.
all.
At the end of that, he said that's why it's not fair to or good, right, or whatever to compare eras. But I think the point that we're missing is because when he said that, all you guys went initially to the way they play today. That's what all you guys initially went to the way they could play the game. So what if that Warriors team played the Bulls team in the '90s? What the '90s
they lose. They lose. The
They
Bulls
lose.
team. I said the Bulls team was not as good. I didn't say nothing about the basketball.
No, I'm not.
I'm not talking about talent wise. They're not.
Yeah,
as good.
I'm just. That's fine. But when I read that, everybody's response was the same. With, oh, I can see that. I see what you mean. Oh, yeah, I'm not mad at this 98 Bulls. But if you put but your mindset went to how the Warriors are today. But if you take that
mindset went to talent.
Yeah, but that's fine. And what that talent is doing.
He's saying if the Warriors played,
but if you take them and you put them in that era and they grew up and they played throughout the '90s, what would they look like?
And they weren't shooting threes like
the
that.
Warriors would win by 10, maybe. It don't. They
I'm
just
win. always. I'm always in my brain.
Win.
I'm always think of it as right now.
No, 100%.
That's just how my brain operates.
But I think
Draymond
that's what Draymond's saying, though, is because when you think of the Warriors and you're thinking of the '98 Bulls, you're thinking of the '98 Bulls in their time, the Warriors in this time, and you're looking at those eras and you're like, oh, this era would beat that era every time. And that's what Draymond is saying. But that's what Draymond is basically saying to me, because he said at the end of it, that's why he said
it's not fair.
He said that's why it's dumb to compare eras.
So I have a question then. Let's take the percentages that all these people were shooting from the three, right? And we look at their shot attempts. You know, they wasn't shooting a lot of threes.
Warlock.
We take that same team in the air. Let's just decrease their attempts by like 4. I think that changes things. To be honest, especially with the spacing that they have now. If the Bulls, you put the Bulls in, well, not okay. Screw the '98 Bulls. Give me '96. Give me the best Bulls team they ever had.
But see what you're doing.
No, I'm just asking. Don't y'all think like
was it 2017?
If we change it, yes. That's why I'm taking the best Bulls.
I know that was just to your point, Gbaby.
Yeah. So I think if we put them in this era, right? Let's just say spacing, everybody shooting a lot more. Like, I'm not calling Steve Kerr no sharpshooter, but he getting more attempts than what he was. And you know what I mean? Like he ain't like the greatest sharpshooter ever. Like, I'm not saying he's Clay, but I'm saying he'll get more attempts.
But he won't really, because he won't be on the court. I'm gonna tell you why. He's not going to be able to play against this team like that. He's not. Who he guard?
No. You hear my?
I hear what you're trying to do. You got to factor that in, though, Gbaby. You have to factor that in.
Okay, but
imagine keep Steve Kerr on the court that much.
No, but imagine when he grows up in this era, maybe he grows up and it's like, okay,
and what
perimeter defense? I'm
into the way they play today's game, bro.
Into way they
you don't need to play. That's my stance.
He can be a better perimeter defender.
If you're gonna, but G, I got you. G, I got you. If you're gonna sit here and say, if you're gonna sit here and say that if you take these guys and you let them go through the evolution of how basketball played out, and they got to watch it the same as KD, LeBron, Steph, what makes you think that those guys that were talented, the greats that were talented then, wouldn't translate into a talented game and be a top player today? The same as LeBron, KD, and Steph figuring it out in any era that you will put it in. It might not be the same version we see today, but the talent level and the IQ that is there, they will figure it out in those eras and be top players.
But
like Jordan, Magic,
not talking about
Bird.
Jordan and Pippen them. We talking about Steve Kerr, who's the best.
I'm talking about
on the team.
No, I'm talking about. But we don't know if he's the best 3-point shooter on the team because we don't know the type of game that we don't know the type of game that Mike develops coming up and seeing that the 3-point line is changing.
That's too much hypotheticals.
That's not a hypothetical. That's not even a hypothetical because that's a part of the evolution. That's the part of the evolution. You can't say that's a hypothetical when Mike was going to grow up like LeBron and all of them did and watch the game change to shooting threes. Mike would have came in with a perimeter game. Is all I'm saying. That's not a hypothetical. That's a fact. When you're taking in his IQ, his hunger, he would have been similar to Kobe. So we can't sit here and say that yes, he would have. Like he would translate right over.
I'm with Troy today. I don't think it's crazy to say if you put him in. I'm not saying they win. I'm not saying they wipe the floor with him. But I'm not saying it's crazy to say that Bulls team would be a better perimeter shooting team. I think all 90s teams would if you put them in today's era.
Well, then they
see how the evolution.
Yeah, of course, I agree.
Yeah. So I'm saying
you have to adapt the team to the time that you're putting them in.
Are still one of the greatest teams ever, and I'm sorry, this is gonna sound cliche and nasty, but they still got the aura and mystique of Michael Jordan over there. At this point, Michael Jordan had already won three-peated and was the best player in the world. So I'm not saying they win. I'm just saying I think with the way the league is played at that time, they would have a better chance than people think.
Ain't nobody saying they don't have a chance, Gbaby. Nobody's saying that.
But yeah, I know you. I'm because you're making it seem like them coming up and they'd be better perimeter shooting and all. Like Kyle Korver still got minutes and he couldn't guard a house fly. You know what I mean? Like
there's a lot of guys that got
Kyle Korver is 6'7". In this league, he's a decent athlete. He wasn't. Steve Kerr would be a liability on against the Warriors. He would be a liability.
Kyle Korver not a liability?
He didn't play. What you mean? Okay.
Was he not a liability? You know what I mean?
Did he play? Did he play?
Kyle Korver? Yes. Did he not?
Yeah. Did he get a ring or something?
No,
he lost.
He played in finals. He played in finals.
I was like, he got there, but he lost.
You said it like he was a contributor or something. He was there. He was there.
Are him and Steve Kerr not the same level of play?
No.
Who?
No.
Steve Kerr and who, Gbaby?
No.
Kyle Korver. We love
What's Steve Kerr career high? I mean,
let me look because I'm just trying to because I didn't want to say David.
Like, what are we talking about?
I didn't want to say
Steve Kerr is a role.
I'm trying to think of a sharpshooter. Is Kyle Korver not a role player?
I'm talking about a bench role player too. Like Steve Kerr is a guy coming off your bench. He's not ever starting for you ever. Kyle Korver.
Well, it ain't that far. It's 3.7 in points per game, 6 to 9.7. So he's a 3. Basically. Rebounds, Cockover's taller, assists.
I mean, if we look at the 3-point percentage, this man shooting 45% for three on what? 3 attempts? There's no way you're not about to tell me if he gets more attempts a game.
What you're trying to do again is not factor in that he's not going to play that much because he cannot guard Steph Curry at all. He's going to have to guard Steph Curry.
I mean,
so he's going to play against.
He. How? But it's. I get your point, but I don't. He wouldn't.
Yeah, he wouldn't. I would say that. Like you're saying, like it's all said and done. Like he's going to have to guard Steph Curry. No, he's not.
Yeah, one of them's taking KD, so I'm probably going to bank Scotty's taking KD and MJ's taking Steph. But I get your point, though. I get the overall point. See, they're not even far off. Kyle Korver's 46%. He ain't guarding nobody. Steve Kerr is 43%. And Kyle Korver was doing this on the same amount of attempts. If Kyle, I'm saying, come on, man. There's no way with that.
I'm on Gbaby's side today.
Yeah, this is a crazy week.
This is crazy.
I mean, y'all, listen, I'm a big Bulls fan. Like, I'm a clear Jordan is the GOAT to me. Like, I'm just keeping it 100. We cannot act like the 98 Bulls is the 96 Bulls. A lot of time when we do this comparison, it's the 96 Bulls because that team.
Yeah, Draymond used that's why I said it's. I think it was to Draymond's point to use the 98 Bulls. right? And Malone and Stockton when they were later on in their years. Like, because if you go and look at those guys in their prime, you know it's a better matchup. And that's why I always say I love doing the comparisons, right? I'm not saying people can't do a comparison because a comparison is kind of hypothetical. But where it becomes non-hypothetical is where we use real facts into consideration. So when we're doing, hypotheticals, Bird versus a Luka, or, the Timberwolves in 05 versus the Memphis in 2013. Like, when we're doing this, you guys got to take real facts into consideration when you're looking at both those teams, the eras that they play in and the way that they play the game. So, like, when I'm thinking about it, I'm putting the team in this era and the team in this era. And if it both equals out, then I'm going to the talent and seeing, like, in what era, what talent translated to helping their team win. Like, so it's different things that I look at when I'm looking at the TBTs and the PVPs. And
real quick, I just want to say, 95-96 Steve Kerr was shooting 51.5% from the three on 3 attempps.
Yeah.
I think if he was getting more than attempts,
I think he get more attempts too, G. I'm with you. I don't think
it's not about
if he come off the bench, he's still getting more attempts.
You still have to factor in what he will do. Like, yes,
the way the pick and roll game was like, nah, bro. There's people that
now
I'm trying to think of some names.
Now
trying to think of some names of guys that just play offense.
Let's do the prime Steve Kerr shit, Troy. Go ahead.
Prime Steve Kerr.
Let's do the prime Steve Kerr.
Why you bringing up the prime Danny Green, bro?
This is
with the prime Danny Green.
But
listen, you gotta make it make sense, though. You gotta make it make sense, though.
Let me not
trying to make it make sense.
I'm trying to say, all I'm trying to say is if they came up in this era, a specialist like Steve Kerr, because that's what he was, a specialist like Steve Kerr, he would be more valuable than what he was to the 95-96 Bulls at that time. And so what I'm saying is he would get more minutes. If Kyle Korver can still get minutes and he can't guard a house fly, I think Steve Kerr can still get minutes. And he can't guard and you said he comes off the bench, right? Because he didn't start in the game here. Yes. He's coming off the bench. He's not guarding Steph. He's not guarding any. He's guarding bench players. He'd be all right.
Right.
He's guarding Otto Porter Jr. and
I don't know.
Who was on that 2017 team? Who was on that 2017?
Livingston, Sean Livingston.
Again,
this is from the sideline.
So they plan. Say they played the Warriors team of this last year. I mean, they just won the title this year, right? They got Jordan Poole coming off the bench. Steve Kerr guarding him?
No, that's why I said Otto Porter Jr. He'd be on Otto Porter Jr.
Think of the talent level that's coming off the bench in the league today. Is he?
That's what I'm saying.
We don't know what their talent level would be,
and he evolved through the time.
You gotta say those guys have the same talent level as the guys today.
Just be a better talent.
Why y'all trying to make him a? Why y'all? It seems like y'all want to make him an athlete though.
No, he doesn't even have to be an athlete, but you have to.
Like y'all
If he becomes an athlete with the way that he grows up from the 90s to the 2010s, then that makes him an athlete. Nobody's making him an athlete. But what all we're saying is he has to go through the evolution. You cannot take him as he is in the 90s and place him in this league and think he's going to fare well. That's not fair, and that's not reality. The reality of the situation is that he grows up in the time. He grows up in the time and then learns to play today's basketball and how he fits then. No, he might be just a little bit more athletic.
He might not make the league.
BooWop, can I ask you a question real quick? BooWop, can I ask you a question?
He might not make the league, man.
BooWop. Can I ask you a question? Would you agree? Wait, BooWop.
Sure.
Let me ask you a question. Would you agree that the players that are coming in, that the players, not even just the star ones, but even the bench ones, would you agree that the bench players and role players, the 13th man on the bench coming into the league now, are better than the ones when they was coming into the league in the 80s and 90s? Would you agree there?
Not necessarily. No.
I said better, wrong word. More talented, more athletic.
Yes.
So okay, so you agree there. When was Steve Kerr born? Like 1970, 1960 something, right? He was born in 1960. If you fast forward him 30 years later, he was born in 1990 something. I think he would be naturally just more athletic. Naturally just more athletic. Naturally just
he'd be another JJ Redick.
Real talk. I think he would naturally be more.
That is some disrespectful ass shit right there.
How?
JJ,
the evolution. I get it, but I'm not. That's not where I'm going. I'm just saying he would.
Okay, he won't be another JJ Redick. He'll be a similar JJ Redick. He'll be similar to that type of player.
Because, like, for example, that just naturally happens. Look at how the league has transcended. Not even just basketball. Look at football. Everybody that comes on, there's always somebody more athletic. There's always somebody faster. There's always somebody strong. There's always a natural like for example, let's say, like for example, because remember, like for example, in track, for the longest time, if you ran a 10.5 or like a 10.9 or something like that, like let's say you ran a little 100 and you ran a 10.9, that might win you something back in the old day. Now, if you run a 10.2, you're not qualifying for nothing. That's just because naturally the natural population gets more athletic, gets faster, stronger. We get better. That's just natural. Like that's why like all them old records that were broken in like the 1950s and 60s, like just athletic wise, track and all that. That's why they're like hella down on the bottom now. Like you run a 10, if you even hit 10.2, you might not qualify for something if you run track nowadays. 10.2. And
that would have been a record 70 years ago.
That would have been a record 20 years ago. That would the first guy who ran a 10.2 in a 100 meter. Everybody thought that was the craziest thing in the world. Now it's like, yeah, you should run 10.2. You might be slow. You might be slow. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying. If he was born 30 years later, he might be like just naturally he will be.
The word you using might be. We don't know.
Right, I said that from the
everything is in Of course we don't know. From the but I would like to believe he would be more athletic. And I like because that's naturally happened.
Okay,
it happens all the time.
It happens to natural, just people that wasn't even playing, that don't even play
James
sports.
Harden more athletic than Michael Jordan?
Yes. No.
What?
No, I didn't think about it. I didn't think about it. Think about it.
BooWop. No, James Harden is not more athletic than Michael Jordan.
Okay.
But I would argue he's more athletic than like Kevin McHale, Larry Bird, and the boys. I would argue he's more athletic than them.
Is he more athletic than Clyde Drexler?
Fuck no.
No.
Hell no.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not saying he's more athletic than everybody.
Yes.
You're right. He's not more athletic than MJ. He's not more athletic than Clyde. No, he's not. He's not. I can give you that.
So let's do this, right?
I can give you those.
I gave you a superstar, right? So what's the likelihood of that missing the gene for role players?
No, I'm not saying
James Harden. James Harden. Wait, real quick. I think Joel Embiid is more athletic than almost every center back then, except for Shaq and Hakeem. Almost. Like I can't think. If they're like in that era,
he's not.
I'm trying to think of other centers that were more athletic than Joel Embiid and Dwight Howard.
He's not more athletic than David Robinson.
David Robinson.
Wilt.
He blinked my mind.
They don't count Wilt.
If you don't count,
I'm not going that far back.
He's not.
Yeah, I was like, we're not going back that far. We're not going back that far.
We don't. He's not more athletic.
But like, okay, like that's three names. But like all the other centers, like I put Joel athletically above a lot of them. Like I said those two. I blanked on David Robinson. Cool. Athletically, I put him against a lot of them.
Sean Kemp
I don't mean I think he's better. I don't mean I think he's better. I'm just saying like. That's four names out of how many centers were in the league during them 20 years? That's four names? Yeah, they might be some that are more athletic now. Like, and the names and the guys we named are what? Like all-time legends, like
and
Hall of Fame.
Embiid gonna become ain't he gonna be fitting in that realm too?
Yeah, eventually, yeah. Right. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like four names out of how many people in the league? I think like it's like for example. Like I don't think it's crazy to say that, 10, 15, 20 years down the line, we might not find somebody as athletic as LeBron. I don't think that's crazy to say that, just as a projection. We might not find somebody that's ever going to be as athletic as LeBron, but we might somebody that might be more athletic than, like, I don't know, a Kyrie or like a DeJounte. Like, we might find, like, I think it's going to be no questions asked that they'll be more athletic than those guys. Like, I don't think that's crazy to say. Granted, yes, this is all a hypothetical. Yes, it's all a projection. But just looking at the natural evolution of human body, the more research we get, the more medical and technology and all that, people naturally, just as a whole, I would say the athletes of today are more athletic than the athletes of the 90s.
No.
Maybe not the 2000s because that's still a little too early, and I would really have to get in my bag for that. But I could say they're probably as a whole more athletic than the 90s, 80s, 76, so on and so forth. Maybe not the 2000s. Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
I was like, maybe not the 2000s because we just hit the 2020s. We just hit the 2020s.
Imagine
so
Steve
2000,
Kerr
2010 is still that same kind of
barely getting minutes in the 80s, keeping up with them guys that really weren't athletes, trying to keep up with these guys today.
But not everybody in the league is an athlete.
But also, too,
not every single person
what?
that comes off the bench is that athletic, bro. What are you talking about?
What?
Wait,
what did he say?
You heard what I said.
Is this your whole argument, Troy? Right now?
No.
BooWop.
Okay, hold up, BooWop. You're taking the same Steve Kerr. You're saying if that Steve Kerr was in this league, yes, he's not getting minutes.
That's why I said
I'm
it.
saying the Steve Kerr that would be born in 1990 and evolve, I think would be a better athlete. Not the one that was born in 1960.
We're going to end this debate. He cannot evolve. It's Steve Kerr from Steve Kerr. He's not getting no minutes. He's not in the NBA.
I'm just saying that Steve Kerr was born in 1992 instead of 1962.
I know. I'm with you. I'm saying the same thing.
No, I'm telling you.
I know. I said the same thing about, that dude's tape. I said the same thing. So I'm with you. I'm consistent. If you're going to sit here and say that a guy that has to go through another 30, 40 years to play ain't going to pick up things along the way, okay.
I didn't say he wouldn't. I'm trying to tell y'all they ain't going to matter that much. Y'all trying to make it seem like it will matter a whole lot. It's not like
I'm not saying it would matter a lot. I'm just saying
better. I'm saying he would be a naturally better athlete.
All G-Baby said, in this time he gets 2-3 more shots.
That's fine.
Like more intense.
And this is where the whole debate started. You can't say it's fine because that's where you started debating at.
And I'm telling you, it don't matter. That don't matter. Like y'all telling you.
50%
in today's league, somebody coming off the bench shooting
3 more. That's 6.
I can say it doesn't matter.
That he has 3 more. That's 9 shots that could be in a clutch moment of a game, but it does not matter.
Somebody coming off the bench shooting 50% from 3.
Yeah, he has some ice in his vein. Am I wrong about that? Is Trent gonna? What did he say to me again?
What'd you say?
I'm just saying in today's league, I want somebody coming off the bench shooting 50%.
You think Steve Kerr gonna be on the bench against the 2017 Warriors? You think he'll be in the game against the 2017 Warriors in clutch?
Not for 48 minutes, but he'll get how many minutes?
What do we know him for, Gbaby? Game-winning shots, right? Do you think he's gonna be in the game in the closing minutes against the 2018 Warriors?
If they need a shot, yes.
Yes.
If they need a shot, yes.
If they're trying to defend, then no. Like, you know how coaches do, where they'll put in the guys on offense when they need to, and then they'll sub them out for the defense.
They're down 3.
Give me Steve Kerr.
He's in the
down
for the Bulls.
Like
if they're down 3, he's in the game. If they're up 3, they're taking him out.
Michael going to tell him the same thing.
If they're on defense, they're going to put Ron Harper in there. Ron Harper, Mike.
I'm just saying, he's shooting 50. Like, this man has, 1 season shooting under 50% from 3? 2? I mean, I'm sorry, not 50. 39% from 3? 3 seasons shooting under 39% from 3. I'm taking that. I'm taking that. In today's league, too, I'm taking that.
That's fine. That don't mean much to me.
Like I said, I didn't say it was.
I
didn't say that's the Steve Kerr that was born in 1960, though. I'm saying the Steve Kerr born in
1990. He's not going to change that much, Gbaby.
That's interesting.
He will be more valuable, yes. He's not changing as a...
I'm not saying he's going to change as a player.
I can understand.
I'm just saying he will be more valuable in today's league as what he was back then. That's all I'm saying. He would be, especially with the way that
I'm going to say his... I'm going to take that back. I will say his skill set. I don't know if Steve Kerr was still doing that. I don't know.
To the longer line.
Steve Kerr is 6'2", 6'1" point guard. I don't know if Steve Kerr is going to make it in today's league. I'm not playing that game with y'all. Like, I'm being for real.
I'm about to be nasty.
Go ahead. Be nasty.
That shit didn't even sound right. I'm about to be spicy. How could you say he can't make it in here? Isaiah Thomas made it. Nate Robinson made it. Those was role players, and I'm not saying that he will be those types of players. I'm not saying, because when I say those names, you guys think that I'm saying those type of players. I'm just saying those size players have made it in this league. You can't say just because he's 6'1", he's not gonna make it in the league. Like,
Oh, that's nasty.
No, that's not. I cleared my point.
Isaiah Thomas was averaging 29 points a game.
That's fine. I said his height.
I
said his height. His height.
3 times dunked on him. Nate
His height.
They're
height.
exceptional
His height.
athletes.
Right. I said his height.
Yeah,
That's all I said. The point
there are
is his height.
exceptional athletes
Their
that
height,
sometimes do
his
stuff.
height,
Yeah.
same thing. He can make it in the league. I'm not saying he's not going to be the
I didn't
caliber
say
player.
I didn't say he couldn't. I'm just
You
saying
said
it's
his
not
height.
likely. He's not likely.
Now it's
It's
not likely.
It's
Now
not
it's not
likely.
likely. It's not. Now it's not likely.
It's not.
It was likely to rain today, and it did.
Yeah. I mean,
So,
he's more,
I said I was about to be spicy.
you could be spicy.
You got to listen.
I'm gonna stand on it.
Trent, you got to learn to listen. Stop saying what
Kerr
the
will more likely not be in this league today.
No, I don't believe that. I disagree.
Yeah, I know you got.
Yeah, that sounds hella sus from you, bro.
I know. I know.
You
Disrespectful, motherfucker. Like, I know.
You know how I come.
I
You know
know.
what I'm
That's
saying?
why you're here. And I'm glad to have you back.
Yeah,
I can be nasty, but I'm not going to because it's gonna go too far.
I want to read something, and I want to know what y'all thoughts is on this. So this is from Bobby Marks on Twitter. He said from the Celtics off-season article, when a player signs a non-max extension like Jaylen Brown did, but plays like a max player, it makes an extension unlikely. It's similar to the DeJounte Murray situation in Atlanta.
Jaylen Brown had played like a max player. Is that what he's saying?
Yeah,
that's the word around the. So that I guess that's the word he's getting back from the people. Like that's what people are saying around the league.
So when you don't sign
a non-max, then it makes it harder for another extension. It makes it harder
because
for
he's going to command
extension.
the max. No, I get it. I get that.
What
yeah.
I want to know what everybody term is of a max player.
Not Chris Middleton.
Damn.
I mean, I know we can say players that's not
Jaylen Brown.
Because I don't think he's a max. To this day, I still don't think he should have ever got that. I thought he was massively overpaid when he got that max.
What was he gonna do? What were the Bucks gonna do?
I mean, you could say that. Cool. I still don't think he's that guy. Like, you could say the Bucks. What else were they gonna do? Fine, cool. That's fine. Like for y'all, I guess it was okay. I mean, y'all ended up with it, so it looks good now. Like the signing looks good because y'all won. But when the day he signed his contract, when he won the chip. This year when he was out, like I still thought they were gonna win without him. I don't think he's that guy. Like when I think max guy, I'm thinking like it's tough because I know you can get max contracts if you just make an all NBA team or something like that. Like I know you can. I know there's things where if you achieve something, you'll get it. Cool, but like I just when I look at the quality of player, like. I don't remember my list off the top of my head, but I don't even know if I have Chris Middleton top 25. I don't think I do. And then if I keep going, I don't know if he hits top 30. I don't know if he hits top 30. Maybe in the 31, 35 range.
Yeah, you're on the edge.
Like, am I giving somebody, if I give somebody who ain't even top 30, 180 mil, like, I don't want to give you that. I don't. I really don't. But he made an All-NBA team, so he gets the contract.
See, I disagree. I think a max player is definitely Chris Middleton. Like
yes,
you definitely.
So I can tell you the NBA's requirements.
What are the NBA requirements?
Yeah,
there's 3 All NBA, All Defensive Player of the Year, and the MVP is the top 3.
The things you
top
have to 3,
have. Yeah.
So
hold on. It's also I think he must be entering his 8th or 9th season in the NBA. What is this? Hold on.
Yeah, it's like his 8th or 9th season. It might be 10th.
So what was the extension he got the first time? Was that not a max extension?
No, Brown, it was a non-max extension.
Oh, Brown. Oh, we talking Brown. I thought we were talking Middleton.
Middleton. Yeah, I was talking Middleton, but it says you must be in the league 8 to 9 years in the NBA. You must have.
That's why Middleton got it. But
you must have made an All-Star team any of the 3 years in either of the seasons immediately before signing an extension, or 2 of the previous of the 3 seasons.
Yeah.
He must have been named NBA Defensive Player in either season immediately before signing an extension, or 2 of the 3 prior seasons. He must have been named NBA MVP at least once in the prior 3 seasons.
That's how Rudy got his.
Oh. That's a super max. That's a super max
for the MVP. Right.
Yeah, that's a super max.
I think like again, a max player. You don't have to be a superstar. All you have to do is be what Chris Middleton was, which is y'all can't win this thing without me. Y'all like not necessarily I'm the best player, but what are you going to bring in to replace me?
That's what I 100% agree.
I mean, I get you. I get that logic. Like that's why Milwaukee did it. That's why teams do it now. Like you can argue there's a yeah, and I'm not tripping like with that logic. Like if I can't find nobody to replace you, and I think it's better, like all right, cool. You know what I mean? Like I get it, but I still don't call you a max player. But it's like kind of like
it's similar.
You're the best I got. So like
it's similar.
I'm not about to lose the best I got.
That's not fair, Mr. NBA, because the year before they played with him.
No, I saw his comment. He's saying that.
No, I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying, but Chris was also there years before that, so you can't just take 2 years out of the years that he was there and say that they won.
Like it's not like a Drew thing.
It's not like he was there 2 years.
Like when Drew got there, it was like, okay, like that changed.
They struggled.
Chris had been there for a while. And then like when it comes to like those like that situation.
Yeah, I was wrong on that NBA. I thought Grayson Allen definitely be that piece that they needed behind Middleton if Middleton went down, but Grayson Allen just didn't step up in the playoffs.
A lot of people can't feel that void, man.
Nah, 100%. That's what I'm saying. When you say what is a max player, Grayson Allen could have had that chance to, not max, but put himself in the conversation for a bigger contract. But I think he hurt himself with that playoff performance.
Yeah, and that's what I say. And with the logic of like, who am I going to get to replace you? With that logic, I get y'all 100%.
Someday, might still when we're big, definitely get one.
I get on face value, it's like, Chris Middleton, max. It's like because he's that top 30-ish type.
Because I'm trying to think like who would have they replaced him with? And there's not a lot of small. There's not a lot of small forwards you can like
all the ones are better than him. Like you're not getting.
They have their own team and
Jimmy Butler type of players.
You're not getting any of them dudes because they're getting max money. So
he's the best available. You have him. He's been an all-star, all-NBA.
Might as well pay him that
money.
You don't want to lose what you already have.
You're gonna need him when it comes down to
absolutely.
And the chemistry that him and Giannis done built these last 7 years,
like 8 years.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, you cannot replace that.
Right. It's the same thing like you were saying about JT and JP. Like,
yeah, absolutely. That's why I understand it, but I'm still
not for an Asian guy.
Me personally, I'm never calling Chris Middleton a max player. Never.
No,
I didn't like him with Gbaby.
It's not that. I tell anybody, like, again, a max player and a superstar is something different, right?
Yes.
He's a max player. And the only thing that makes him a max player is that all it takes is one team to need you. That's all it takes for you to be a max player. One team to need you. That's it.
And it's the Bucks. The Bucks need him.
It's the Bucks need him.
They don't win without him.
Yeah, that's absolutely fair. I understand that.
Yeah.
And I would say it's about 40 max players in the league. Like it's about 40 players that
40-ish.
That's kind of deserving.
I mean, with the kind of money the league makes now, and how there was a while where I felt like they was just throwing max contracts at anybody and everybody. Like I get it, but
I got it.
Once you start getting into like the 30 range, it's like, all right, bro. Like
you didn't start reaching the Bam Adebayos of the world. You know what I'm saying? And he's a guy that's a max player.
He's a max player, absolutely. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't afford to lose.
I mean, I get you, but I view Bam top 20. So like that might
top 20. I mean, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, you know what I mean? That's what I said. Once you get to like 30, it's kind of where I start like.
I mean, I get it. But for what the Bucks.
For what the Bucks needed, he was fine.
What do you guys think about Kemba? The Hornets being interested in bringing Kemba back.
It's gonna be just like when they have Isaiah Thomas there. It's gonna be the same thing.
I think they said they're also interested in bringing Isaiah Thomas back too.
To lose and not make the playoffs.
Yeah, they ain't making the playoffs, man.
Oh, Gbaby for sure giving Jamal Murray a max.
I didn't.
I mean, yeah, because I love Jamal Murray. Like me personally,
100%.
like as y'all said, or as BooWop said, all it takes is one team to need you, and I feel like the Nuggets need Jamal Murray, as we saw this past year.
Who you need more, Jamal Murray or MPJ?
Oh, Jamal Murray for sure. We need more than him. I'm cool. Like I'm not gonna lie, I love MPJ, and I hope he becomes the potential I want him to be. But I'm cool off him. Like if he's not there, like I'm not tripping because we was a top 2 seed when he wasn't playing. So like I'm cool if we make it without him. Jamal is the one where I'm like, I really want you to like, come back, be healthy, drop 22 a game like you was doing, and take that next step so we can win. That's how I feel. MPJ, I'll take it. Like 45% from 3, 19 a game, I'll take it.
Gbaby, you want to trade Jamal Murray for Bradley Beal right now? Gbaby, I'm gone. Gbaby.
Hey,
it's a personal thing. I know Bradley Beal's a better player. Don't get me wrong. I know Bradley Beal's a better player.
I just came back. You said Chris Middleton not a max player, right?
So what we explained, because I know where you're about to go with this. So give me a second. What with the logic that BooWop and Nigel said, with that case, yes, I believe that Chris Middleton is a max player. Like all it takes is one team to need you. Who were they going to replace him with? There really wasn't that many options. Like, I get it. It's just the way I looked at it. Like the way I looked at it, once I start getting to like at a top 30, it's like, it's kind of like that's where it gets shaky on whether or not I want to call you that. But with their logic, I get it. So if your follow-up is, do I think Jamal Murray is a max player? No, I don't. Do I ever want to lose him? No. But I do not think Jamal Murray is a max player either. Like the contract we gave him, and I've said this on multiple occasions, when we gave him that contract, I said this is a year too early to give him this contract because it was his rookie extension.
At the time,
at the time I got it, but when he got it, I was like, whoa, this is like a year too early. Like I would have waited a year. MPJ, same thing. That contract we gave him, I was shocked. I was like, oh.
I feel like the MPJ one made even more sense than the. Well, actually, I don't know.
No,
MPJ with the
MPJ
injuries,
got back injuries. I was like, at least Jamal was playing. MPJ had back injuries, so I was like this injury just kept him out the whole season.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, I don't know if I would have paid you all that money right now. You know what I mean? But nah, Jamal Murray is not a max player. But like me personally, I love Jamal, so I don't want to lose him. So if he wanted $200 million, I would say pay him.
I was asking, like, there's no way you think Chris.
No, I don't. No, I don't think Jamal Murray is a max player. I don't.
Him walked up. That's funny.
I mean, because he said, "Would I trade Jamal?" And I'm like,
"Yes, in a heartbeat."
Because y'all would, because y'all don't have
but he means
an
too
emotional
much
connection to this team like I do. Jamal Murray is my guy. When he got drafted, I started paying attention to the Nuggets game. Just like, for example, even though when we traded AI for Chauncey, we made the Western Conference Finals, I loved AI so much I didn't want to see him go. It's the same thing. I don't want to see Jamal go. Bradley Beal is obviously the better player. Like, no questions, no ifs, ands, but we might win if it's him instead of, like, we might be legit, no questions asked championship, like, top 2 to win it if we get Bradley Beal instead. But, like, do I want to give up Jamal for him? No, I don't, because Jamal's my guy. But Bradley Beal is the better player. I know that. And if it happened,
want to win.
I don't ever want to be a fan. Me, I don't never want to be a fan.
want to win. I'm not on your side with this one, Jimmy.
I want to be a fan, but I want
like that, not like that.
No, not like that.
Or like have a even better chance.
No, I want my team to win. When Paul Pierce and Garnett and them got traded, I was like, damn, I love those guys. Brought us a champion. See ya.
See ya. Yeah, exactly. No,
Captain
100%.
salute.
Like
Captain salute.
I can't be biased.
Real quick before we move on, I just want to say, like, I didn't even do nothing crazy. Like, BooWop walked off before I explained it. I said I know Bradley Beal's the better player. That's just my guy. And I didn't want to see AI.
You can't, but G is crazy because you can't take my guy over somebody that's better than my guy.
I'm not taking Jamal over Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal is the better player. Bradley Beal clean.
I just asked you a legit question.
But if you're trading,
if I'm in the front office, am I making the trade? Probably. Do I want them to do it? No, because I love Jamal. And I want Jamal to step up.
I see Jamal.
So I can come back on this show.
Jamal on the Wizards.
No, I want Jamal. No, I'm already doing that with Monte. Okay? I'm already doing that with Monte.
You can do it.
So I want Jamal to come back.
Gabe, you are funny. You are funny, Gabe.
I want Jamal to come back and become the guy I thought he could. So that way I can come back on this show and tell y'all that, you know what? I was just early to the party. It's okay. I'm not crazy. Look at what Jamal's doing. That's what I want to do. I don't want us to give up on him before I was right. Yes, that is for sure emotional. I don't care. It is for sure emotional that I want Jamal.
Emotional damage. That's what you got. You got emotional damage.
Him getting hurt was emotional damage. I will never forget that day because I thought we could have won the championship that year.
I don't think that's crazy.
I think we could have made it out the West for sure. I think we could have made it out the West, especially after seeing the way it played out. Damn.
No, I agree 100%.
Yeah, I think we could have made it out the West. So.
Yeah, that's
hasn't done that in a while.
Maybe not 9, Mr.
Yeah, the way
NBA,
you love Jamal, I hope y'all actually make the conference finals next year, bro.
I hope y'all beat Steph Curry and them guys.
I
really hope y'all.
I hope we do too.
I was being sarcastic.
If y'all don't
I know you are.
I'm not.
I know you
don't make the conference finals after the older. Yeah, but what's his name? We was a 3rd seed. This and that. Yeah, this shit gonna get nasty.
It depends on who we lose to if we don't make it. If we lose to the Clippers in the second round because it was 2-3. And we lose in 7, I'm not gonna trade.
I need Clippers Nuggets in the conference finals.
That's what I want. I want Clippers Nuggets Western Conference. I don't want to see either of them. I don't want to.
What if y'all get swept, Gbaby?
Oh, then I'm pissed. Then
they're not getting swept.
We're not getting swept, but then I'm pissed, and I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, y'all can. I might have to look, especially depending on how Jokic play. If he ain't playing up to what I think he should, hey, me and Jokic gonna have to.
What if Jamal Murray not playing up with?
Then Jokic. I'll still root for Jokic, but hey, bye Jamal. We can. It depends on how bad Jamal is. Like he like the only way he can have a bad series is if we know he's playing on like a bad ankle or a sprained MCL. Like he got to be hurt to affect him in order for me to be okay with him having a bad series. But if he's if he's not hurt and he's just playing bad, I'm be heated because then I got to come back on here and everybody gonna come at me because they're gonna make me seem like I was crazy for believing in Jamal.
You're crazy,
and I don't want that.
Troy, put the PowerPoint back up, man. Come on.
Yeah, we good. Jokic repeat next year.
Troy, like I ain't gonna have my shit sit up here. Just y'all motherfuckers keep talking shit.
I was explaining to myself. What you want me to do? Hey, Nigel, who was your number 1?
My number 1 was Duncan and Robinson.
Oh, okay. You're a smart man. You know ball.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, so we cool. We here. We ain't got to worry about it.
One of them was Duncan and Robinson.
They got 2 titles.
I was like, what
They're also just. Yeah, I was gonna say.
You got to tell BooWop what we're doing off. He wasn't here.
We're doing the top 10 NBA best Twin Towers, power forwards and centers.
Best, not greatest.
Oh yeah. So we're doing like talent wise, not accomplishment wise. Just as players, because
then they not number 1 then. Tim Duncan and David Robinson. If you just talking about talent,
who's number 1?
Probably AD and DeMarcus Cousins.
Oh no. Okay. No.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm taking Hakeem and Ralph Sampson before I take.
No.
Hakeem and Ralph Sampson. What the fuck?
There's no way I'm taking AD and I'm sorry.
Not over them 2. I'm sorry.
Talent. We're talking talent. Y'all say talent, right? Accomplishments, right?
Who's the best? Who's the best player?
Better basketball player.
Better at basketball. Whoever's better.
I'm taking Hakeem over both of them. Like Hakeem alone makes me want to take him over AD.
I'm confused.
Who's better at basketball? I don't think it's like natural talent.
Because and then also too, we're also we're counting in how they played when they were together.
Yeah,
like,
I'm not.
Even though we're not doing accomplishments, we got to see like, for example, like we're like Ralph Sampson and Hakeem were a scary duo. Like they made a finals. You know what I mean? Like even if they would have won, they still made it. You know what I mean? That's why Tim and David are up here. Like, I mean, I saw some lists. I mean, it's nasty as hell, but I saw some lists with like Wilt and Nate Thurmond. You know what I mean? Like
entire duo. I'm not gonna lie to them.
They might
have to be on this list.
You know what I mean? But like
Bill Russell, what's that other dude name?
I don't know the Bill Russell guy.
Tom something.
Tom Heinsohn. Yeah.
Oh, the one that Theo said.
They gotta be on here too.
And the other Celtics one, Mikal and Parrish.
Mr. NBA, I was like, you can do Mikal and Parrish. I mean, maybe not. Nah,
Larry is small forward though.
Yeah, he is.
Who? Oh no,
maybe they were trying to get nasty and say
Mikal and
Robert Parrish
got to be on here.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
There was a list I saw with Sean Marion and
Yeah, we not.
I'm already
Nah,
standing.
yeah, nah.
That was funny when I saw it. It made me laugh.
Mm.
It's a combination of both, Gart. Just no accomplishments.
What you say?
McHale and Parrish.
Okay.
Damn.
Well, hell no.
I was about to say, like, somebody said
Kevin.
Shaq and Alonzo Mourning.
Nah.
Ooh, could we put?
No, you can't. I know you see it.
Rashid and Ben.
Oh yeah,
That's what
Rashid
I-
and Ben.
that's what I was
yeah,
literally
yeah,
just gonna
yeah,
say.
Rashid.
I was just gonna say.
I thought you were
yeah,
gonna say
BooWop.
Rashid and Sabonis. That's what.
No, I was gonna say Rashid and Ben. Rashid and Ben.
Rashid and
That's
Ben
what I was
absolutely we can.
Yes, I love that. Yeah, Robert
Garp, that's
Parrish.
nasty. Garp, that's nasty.
What did Garp say?
I mean, we said Ben and Rashid.
Oh, we said Wilt and Nate Thurman. Are we doing that?
Nate Thurman, for
Yeah.
sure.
They should go up there.
Yes.
No, I ain't gonna lie. Back in the day, that's a crazy ass dude. I'm not gonna
So Wilton. Who?
lie. Nate Thurman.
Warnock, you're
Thurman.
chatting. Garp, you're chatting.
Jonathan Brook is crazy. Hell, at that point,
True,
just
that's the
put
case.
Jonathan-
If not, that's hey, low key. I feel like Mark and Zebo need to be out here, low key. I feel like they need to be out here.
They at the bottom somewhere.
Yeah. They can be
That's
at the
not-
bottom. They can be at the
That's
bottom.
not
That's
horrible.
not that crazy.
I don't hate
Yeah,
that.
you can put
It's-
them at the
it's-
bottom, but
It's not ridiculous at all. No,
yeah, I just feel like because they played together so long and like
I feel like we missing somebody.
I feel like, yeah. I
What
feel like
about Powell and Bynum?
yeah, that's on here. Or Powell and Odom, which one?
No, Powell
You said
Bynum.
Powell
Powell
Bynum.
Bynum.
I think
Oh,
Powell
like,
Bynum
At
is
the
a
back
center.
end, we can at the back end you could put that. What's that duo on like in the '90s that played with Reggie Miller, like Rick Smith and like who that is?
I don't
Oh,
know.
the Davis brothers?
No,
Yeah,
The Davis
Dale.
brothers.
Dale Davis.
like Dale Davis, something like that. I forgot.
And Antonio Davis.
Yo.
Wasn't Dale Davis?
Oh, I thought you were talking about Rick Smith's and
I was talking about Rick Smith and Dale Davis.
Oh, Dale Ellis.
No, Dale Davis was the big. Yeah.
yeah, I thought you were talking about them too.
You said who else? I'm sorry.
They might be bottomish. They bottomish if they on here.
Yeah, same with like Zebo and
Oh
Mark.
yeah, you put Zebo and Marcus All. I mean, yes, Zebo and Marcus All. It's all time, bro.
Hey.
So we can't put that.
Hey,
What up?
how y'all feel about Dirk and Tyson?
I'm not hearing that shit.
No.
Nah.
I'd rather hear Arvidas Sabonis and Rasheed Wallace more than that.
No, for sure. Yes.
LeBron and Chris Bosh?
Stop.
No.
Hey.
Not the right LeBron.
Chris
James.
Bosh played the 5 a lot.
Technically.
Hey, that's not crazy.
If I'm not mistaken, a majority of his minutes was at the 5, and LeBron was at the 4. But
I know you said somebody else too.
that's actually not crazy.
Rick Smith's and Dale or whatever his name is.
Who you missing?
I don't think that's that crazy.
I did say that trolling, but yeah.
Bosh was a 5.
Oh, Kareem Worthy, right?
Worthy's a 3.
Worthy was
I
the
think,
3.
no?
Who was the 4?
I know his name.
Dang.
Kurt Rambis. It was a lot of different 4s. They had different guys.
You said Rick Smith.
Jamal Wilkes played.
Rick Smith.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rick Smith.
Do
Do y'all care about Mark Eaton and Karl Malone?
No.
Okay.
No. And they didn't even last for that long.
I can't
They
just-
played.
They played like 8 years together. Like 8.
They did?
8.
God
Yeah,
damn,
they
that shit
did.
was irrelevant.
They might have to be there, but I'm not.
They be top 20ish. They like top 20.
Okay, that's fine. I was just asking.
Yeah.
Somebody said
feel
Shaq,
like
or
we-
Garp said Shaq and other.
Kevin Garnett and Kendrick Perkins.
So Rick Smith and who?
Dale Davis.
If this was a defensive list, I'd definitely put Kendrick and KG up there.
Kendrick and K. I would too. I would.
Yeah, Kendrick and KG isn't crazy at all.
For just defense?
Yeah, they'd be top 5 probably.
Not wrong.
Maybe. A pretty decent top 5 already on the defense side too, though.
Yeah.
You
How y'all
said
feel about?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and James Harden.
No, we not.
No, we can't count them.
Patrick Ewing and
Charles Oakley.
Charles Oakley.
That's a Ben and
That's
Rashid, right?
Yes.
I ain't against that. That was a decent.
It was
They was a decent little Tunch Wild for a minute.
It was leading some great defenses. I think.
Yeah, they were.
I think we should go. Yeah, 9 or 10. That's fine. Like, I think we will.
Shit. I mean, we thinking about it. They actually could be at the back end, even though they ain't played for that long. Boogie and AD.
Yeah, they might be able to.
It was special for sure.
Turkoglu and Dwight Howard.
Nah. Hell no.
Kevin Garnett and Wally.
We got to put Bynum. I said Bynum and Powell.
Oh yeah, Bynum. Yeah, so Bynum and Powell.
Bynum and Powell.
And then
Bobby Jones and Moses Malone. That's what we're doing. We gotta get some Sixers up there. That's actually, I feel like that's actually
that's a good one.
He's on Moses and Derek Lively.
No, Moses and Bobby Jones.
Oh, I thought Bobby Jones was a 3.
I thought he was 2. He's a 4. He's a 4. Yeah. I thought he was a 3. Not gonna lie.
He's a 4.
Yeah, he's a 4. Yeah. We could do Gasol, Bynum, and then Moses and Bobby Jones.
I just saw something. I don't know if it's.
All right, y'all found this list right here. Like,
I think.
Does Moses and Charles count?
Ooh.
No, Charles was. Charles wasn't even. Because Charles was young when they was.
He not a tower, like, you know what I mean, like.
I mean, I get you, I get you, but it's power forward center. I was just asking a question.
No, I hear you.
He was, even if he was, he was.
Who was that? When you just said Nigel?
Bobby Jones and Moses. Yeah.
Bobby Jones and who?
Moses Malone.
But I just think Rick Smith and Dale Davis need to come down. They too high.
Yeah,
over those guys.
What about Zebo and Mark? I feel like they're too high too.
They're in the lower.
They're like
they can be maybe behind Bynum and Ben Wallace now. They played together for a while and was very good.
Yeah, they can be number 9. And then who did we say was 10? It was gonna be
Bobby
Rick
Jones
Smith
and Moses Malone.
Oh, okay. So,
but they won the title too, though.
That's the only reason why I want to put them above
Marc Gasol and
Like, I know we're not doing the accomplishments thing, but
Draymond Green and Kevin Durant.
I would say move 8, 9, and 10 up, and move 6 and 7 to.
I agree. That'd be perfect to me. Yeah.
As long as we know who number 1, that's all that matters.
Yes, of course.
You said bring 7 down.
8, 6 and 7 down. Put 7 with 10 at, and then put 6 where 9 is.
Yeah, and then 7 with 10.
And then Ben goes to 6.
Yep.
Bynum and Gasol go to 7.
Yep.
And then Moses Malone and Bobby Jones goes to.
Yep.
Everybody good with that? Everybody good with that?
Yeah.
Somebody want to read it off our audio?
For our audio listeners, this is going to be our top 10 NBA best Twin Towers of all time.
I was about to cut
1, we got Tim Duncan and David Robinson. 2, Ralph Sampson and Hakeem Olajuwon. 3, Bill Russell and Tom Hines. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say that name. 4, Kevin McHale and Robert Parrish. 5, Wilt Chamberlain and Nate Thurman. 6, Ben and Rasheed Wallace. 7, Pau Gasol and Andrew Bynum. 8, Bobby Jones and Moses Malone. 9, Marc Gasol and Zach Randolph. And at number 10, we have Rick Smith and Dale Davis.
Rick Smith and Dale Davis. All right, that was fun. Hey, last show we did a giveaway too, man, and Roddy Ice won it. So shout out to him again for winning the giveaway, man. He confirmed that he got it, so we good to go. Next one might be in a couple of weeks. We'll let you know.
Shout out, Roddy.
And what's up, The Real? Thank you for stopping by. All right, what you guys? You want to get into the safer out or this TBT?
Oh no, let's rock it.
Let's do safer out first.
No. Okay, yeah, we can do safer out. Why? You got something nasty you want to get off your chest?
Not even. I want to save the TBT.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
BooWop, what time is it?
Safer out.
Who we got?
My phone ring.
What happened? Bring your ass back here.
He said his phone ringing.
Bring your ass back here. Who you got, Trent?
Joe Johnson.
Oh wow, y'all finally pulled it.
Motherfucking Johnson, who's been talked about for 2 months now about being in our Hall of Fame and is not in our Hall of Fame. So we getting it right. So I'm not sure. I'm guessing at this time he's not going to show. GK was supposed to grace us with his presence today. So that's what I was talking about at the beginning of the show.
Oh, I was so confused.
I did not.
I was like, I did not know who he was talking about. I was like,
yeah.
Shout out GK, a hardworking man. Appreciate that, brother.
Keep making that money.
He's still with us, man. He's still, kicking the TikToks and, shout out GK. But anyway, Joe Johnson was drafted by Boston Celtics first round 10th overall in 2001 draft. All right. I didn't delete that. Okay. His career is 1,277 games. He averaged 16 points, 4 rebounds, 3.9 assists, 44% from the field, 37% from the three, 80% from the free throw line, and 49.7 efficiency rating. His game highs, to those out the way, get you all caught up on the good stuff. This dude's career was 10 papers. I just want you to know that.
That's because he's that guy.
That is not because he's that guy. All right, regular season high, minutes 57, points 42, rebounds 12, assists 17, steals 6, blocks 4, offensive rebounds 6, defensive rebounds 11, field goals made 17, field goals attempted 37, 3-pointers made 10, 3-pointers attempted 14, 14 free throws, 17 attempted, 9 turnovers. Playoffs, career high. Joe Johnson never got done, Garth. It's not again. It was Kevin Johnson last time. Give mistake for Joe Johnson. All right, playoff highs, minutes 48, points 35, rebounds 102. I'm lying. 10 2 times, assists 9, steals 5 2 times, blocks 2 3 times, offensive rebounds 7, defensive rebounds 9, field goals made 15, field goals attempted 26, 3-pointers made 6, 3-pointers attempted 9, free throws 12 to 15 attempted, and 6 turnovers. I just want to say that while Joe Johnson spent his 48 games with Boston, he averaged a whopping 6.3 points, 1.5 assists, and 2.9 rebounds. Thank you, Joe Johnson, for your contribute to the Boston Celtics.
Shout out Joe Johnson, man. I think y'all should know how I feel about Joe Johnson, man. ISO Joe. He's got a cool nickname, so I feel like he should be.
He's a moments guy. He's like Marshawn. He thrives off of moments.
That's right, Nigel. Tell him, Nigel.
Hey, Nigel. I need you to chill.
At least Nigel.
Wait. Because listen, bro. This man went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight years, averaging 20. You know what I mean? He got 7 All-Stars? Man? Stop playing with Joe Johnson, man. Don't do that.
You think he in?
I think he in. What you mean? Hey, he got an All-NBA in his little belt. In the era in guards where nobody was better than AI, Kobe, and D Wade in them, and Steve Nash in that era of guards. Yeah, he got some of the All-NBA. Yeah, Joe Johnson.
What year did he make it? I wonder.
09-10. That was his All-NBA year.
Oh, so when
I
don't know.
That was before LeBron went to Miami, so you still had there's still some teams around there, you know what I mean?
I'm not gonna say out all that.
Nah. No, he was getting all I like, man.
Fuck is he talking about?
That nigga is not in, bro. What are we doing?
Bro, what are we doing here, man? Man, come on, man.
What? I'm just saying.
I'm not even on the mic.
It's cool if you vote him out. I'm just saying.
Like, why these niggas not answer? I just read off all these damn stats and nobody answered me and shit.
No, I'm talking. I'm saying.
I don't know why you read off Boston.
I don't know why you read them stats off anyway.
No, not those. I read off that year you just said.
Oh,
He averaged
yeah.
21 points, 4 rebounds, and 4.7 assists, I think.
Yeah, man. Hey, look.
Shooting
No,
43, 29.
Man.
That's like CJ McCollum numbers. That's crazy.
Man.
What's CJ? Whoa.
Am I lying? I mean,
what's CJ McCollum numbers?
I mean, he just said what?
21, 4, and 5.
4, or whatever, yeah. That is literally CJ.
The year before that, though, he went 21, 6, and 4.
Them extra rebounds ain't moving me. I'm sorry.
Bro, ain't nobody talk. Ain't
That's extra assists, not rebounds.
My bad. Either way.
No. Listen, because when you were guard, when you were shooting guard at that's not your job to get rebounds. Don't we always talk about on this show? Well, if they asked him to get rebounds, if they asked him to do that, he probably would. But they didn't ask him to do that. You know what?
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't care about rebounds.
Yeah, they told
him to get back, get to his spot.
And go get a bucket, and that's and Joe Johnson
I'm
did that.
telling you that CJ
he was a 7-time.
Oh, I didn't even say that 7-time All-Star.
All-Stars now, bro. All-Stars.
Listen. I'm just saying. No. Because everybody else, we look at their All-Stars.
I look at all.
I don't.
I look at all NBA, sir.
I look like all NBA.
I don't look at all NBA either. There's a lot of guys
don't move my needle.
I'm trying to explain. Here's the thing.
16 points. Better than Robert Horry.
If CJ McCollum,
if Casey Jones added it,
if CJ McCollum was one option, he would have more All-Stars too.
Bro, so, what's the NBA, bro? What is you? Let's keep it.
What, bro? What is going on?
He trying to find out. He don't really know football. But we talking basketball right now. We can't answer a football question.
But I really just like.
Man.
His shit just too bland, bro.
That shit trash.
It's regular.
That shit is like regular schmegler. Like,
he averaged over 22 years. 3,
5,
4, 5.
Garp is
counting.
Trent, look.
Garp trolling. That's all Garp do is troll. Garp.
I love Garp, bro. Shout out Garp.
Troy, man. Listen, I don't know why y'all did Joe Johnson like this. I like ISO Joe.
How we do him? We didn't do him no way.
He always got brought up because I think
he's also not ISO Joe. He's Joe Cool. He's Big Shot Joe. And
he what?
Basketball reference nicknames.
Don't ever
Joe Cool.
Don't nobody call
he had 7. He had 7 seasons.
Ain't Joe Flacco Joe Cool?
He had 7 seasons. I don't know if this movie y'all need.
Joe Montana is Joe Cool.
Hey, no, but they would.
This is NBA. This is the NBA version. This is a different nickname. That's a different round.
But he had 6 seasons where he averaged over a steal. That a movie I need him?
No, not one bit.
That's because y'all hating, man.
That don't move my needle for anybody. It ain't no Joe Johnson thing. It ain't,
bro. The man.
Hey, look. Hey, we also
he shot 47% from the 3-pointer. That don't move your needle just once though. Wait, I don't know.
In how many games?
He shot 40%. That's twice. 40%. 40%.
Hey, y'all need to stop playing with this man. What was he talking about?
Shot 40% like 3 times.
I'll give him the 47. That's impressive.
40%. What was league average? About 38, 37, 36?
Maybe lower.
Hey, he was also hooping in the big
All right, now I'll give him credit for that.
Hey, you gotta count the big 3. I gotta watch the games.
Yo, hey, he was hooping in the big 3.
I watched Michael Beasley. Shout out Michael Beasley, man.
Hey, Michael Beasley, another one too. That man can just hoop.
Balling.
That man can hoop
that anywhere. Game I watched, he balling, bro. Carried the team to the win.
For whatever reason, Michael Beasley just never really.
I like your Ginobili. What's his name?
NBA.
Coutinho Mobley.
Coutinho Mobley, yeah.
I like him.
But
he dealing with a hamstring injury right now.
Yeah, Joe Johnson, man, y'all need to stop playing with him.
He's similar to Coutinho Mobley.
Yo, Gerald Green and his brother is on the same team in the Big 3.
Shout out Gerald Green.
Shout out to the boys. Shout out to the boys at the Big 3. Y'all ready to vote?
Yeah.
Yes.
Boo, I said, fuck this, move on. All right.
Look, if Rondo's in the Hall of Fame, Joe
He's
Johnson
not.
needs to be in all. Oh, he's not.
Rondo
He
is
ain't
in the
in,
Hall of
not
Fame.
in mine.
Yes, he is. No, he's in from the side.
Listen, now I gotta pull it back. Yeah,
So look,
when did this?
I might as well just keep the damn bonding next to
yeah,
him.
I
Man.
know. If Rondo
That's
in the Hall of Fame,
That's show shit. You
so,
voted him
yeah,
in.
I know. So
And I
Yeah,
still
that
voted
wouldn't.
him.
Yeah,
He Hall of
BooWop.
Fame.
I'm
BooWop,
voting
that
Joe
wouldn't happen
Johnson
on my
in
watch,
too.
man. That would
No, you
not have happened.
didn't. Joe Johnson not in.
No, I'm saying I'm voting him right now.
Are you voting him in?
Yeah. Okay,
Good
my
job.
nigga Joe Johnson, man.
Good job, man. Good job, G. You voting him in.
Nigel.
He's out. Oh.
Y'all just hate. See, hey, GK, I miss you, bro. Because I know if you was here, you'd be on my side right now.
Facts.
You'd be on my side.
I'm finna give you a little
I
GK
just
right
argued
now.
him.
What are you talking about? You're gonna tell me that you're gonna put this guy in it? Baby did vote
Warnock,
for
stop saying
Rondo,
that.
and Rondo is in.
What
Rondo
this
is in.
Warren?
All right, BooWop.
I get somewhere else, bro.
Joe Cool as Burrow. All right.
I guess the jury has spoken because I voted him out. Joe Johnson. Sorry, my brother. You do not make
Look,
from
I
the
saw
sideline.
Joe. If you ever see
Thank
this, just know I would never do this to you if I had to vote.
Someone said Lowry is Boo Boo. We need to do Kyle Lowry because.
No,
Why?
Kyle Lowry not making my list. Not yet. He got to retire first. All right, let's get to this TBT. Let's get to this TBT. Who we got? It's a weird one, but who we got?
So it's the Bad Boy Pistons versus the 03-04
Pistons. Right? Pistons versus Pistons.
Bad Boys.
So
The
if
Bad
you want to
Boys
know,
2.0.
if you want to know,
Bad Boys
which
2.0.
one-
That's what I.
So I didn't know the year, and I didn't go back and give them one. But the one I'm looking at, me personally, is the year they swept the Lakers.
And what year is that? Because we can switch.
That's 88,
1989.
89. It's still Bad Boy Pistons. It's just.
Oh, I didn't even put a year.
Yeah, I know.
I just said Bad Boys.
89.
Yeah, no, I'm just giving context. Like
Okay.
when
What
we go down the
you said
list,
was?
88, 89. The first year
I
they
put-
won against the Lakers.
I put the 2 years they won the title, so the year after that.
Yeah, I know,
that's
but the
the
teams
me.
were a little different from year to year because they lost one of them dudes during the expansion draft.
What's
and
his
then
name?
replaced. Yeah, I don't
Mark
remember.
Aguirre was on that team, right? Was he on both teams? He might have been on both teams.
He might have been on both. Yes, he
He
was on both.
was.
He was for sure on both teams.
Mark
said,
Aguirre
what is
was on
Rondo
both
then?
titles. He was on both title teams.
Yeah, he was. There was somebody else they lost because they had the expansion draft.
They lost. What's his name?
Vinny? No.
No. The
Was it
big.
Dantley?
No, they traded Dantley for Aguirre. The big
Stanley.
Rick Mahorn.
Rick
Oh,
Mahorn,
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Rick
lost
Mahorn
him
is the
to-
one they lost. Rick Mahorn is the one they lost
All right.
for that stupid expansion draft.
So this the one we doing, the Rick Mahornless Pistons.
And that's the one I'm looking at because they swept the Lakers. I'm looking at, or no, you said the
down.
Rick Mahorn less. I'm looking at the one with him because that's the one when they swept the Lakers.
Okay.
So that's what I'm
do
looking at when I do this back and forth.
Let's
But
do
if y'all
it. Let's
use-
do it.
if-
It don't
Yeah,
matter. Let's do it. That was the better version of the team. Yeah.
That's what.
Yeah,
That's why.
so-
That's why. I
So
do it.
88 and 89.
Yes.
All right, the order is Trent, BooWop, Nigel, Gbaby. All right. 88, 89, Bad Boy Pistons versus the 03, 04 Pistons 2.0. Trent, offense.
Bad Boy Pistons.
BooWop,
Bad Boys Pistons.
Nigel,
Bad Boys.
and Gbaby.
Bad boys.
You're on your own defense.
I love this. I'm so glad I picked this. I love this.
But see, like, I fuck with
Bad Boy Pistons.
Ben Watt. I'm gonna say Bad Boy Pistons. Yeah.
Give me the 03, 04 Pistons.
I'm not mad at it for real. I'm not.
04.
Yeah, I'm going the 04 Pistons too. Ben Rashid.
Better coach.
Who's the coach in 03-04?
Oh,
Larry
it was
Brown.
Larry Brown, but he.
Oh, Bad Boys, because they had what's his name?
Yeah, they had Daly.
Chuck
Yeah,
Daly.
Yeah, Chuck Daly.
I don't know. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it's close. That's why I was like,
I'm probably gonna say Larry Brown.
I'll say Bad Boys.
yeah, I'm going Bad Boys. They won 62 games that year.
Better bench.
I'm saying, oh, Bad Boys. I'm tripping.
Yeah, Bad Boys.
Bad Boys.
I don't remember who was on that 03 before. I'll say Bad Boys. Why not?
They ain't had nobody on that bench.
Oh yeah, they definitely
Corliss,
did.
Williams,
They
Lindsey
definitely
Hunter,
did. Never mind. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Lindsey
Never mind.
Hunter.
Mehmet Okur, like
Yeah,
they-
mid, and Milicic.
Six man. Six man.
Oh, Bad Boys.
Mr. Microwave himself, Vinny Johnson, man. Bad Boys.
Bad Boys.
Bad Boys.
Playmaker.
Bad Boys.
Bad Boys.
Bad Boys.
Bad Boys.
Toughness.
Oh Lord.
Bad Boys.
Bad Boys.
Bad Boys.
I'm gonna be different here and go 0304.
Chemistry.
Bad Boys.
Bad Boys.
Bad Boys.
I'm gonna be different here too and go 0304. I'll explain it later. It's really not crazy. Yeah, I'll explain it later.
Who would you rather play?
Oh, 304 Pistons.
0304 Pistons.
0304 Pistons.
0304.
Who wins?
Bad Boys.
Bad Boys.
Bad Boys.
Bad Boys.
Discuss.
The only reason I said that I think the 0304 Pistons, the only reason I went them for chemistry and toughness, is because just the way I'm looking at it, they won this year. Obviously, they had one of the best defenses we had seen
Ever, yeah.
And like these names on here at face value, but like that, like, I feel like it took
Bad Boy Pistons.
I feel like they had to work harder for their chip and for their success. And
that's not crazy.
Like,
I don't.
Yeah, so I feel like because they had to work harder for it, like it takes a lot more, like I guess things. Toughness, chemistry.
How you figure they had to work harder?
How do I figure they had to work harder? I mean, well, for one, their talent wasn't like great, and then just their road to the chip, I feel, was harder than the Bad Boy. At least 88, 89. Like they swept like two of the three teams they played.
They
swept the Celtics. They swept the Bucks.
Was weak as hell.
The East was weak as hell in 03 and 04.
Fuck in the 2000s.
But I'm just looking at, like, it's not crazy that y'all are going with the Bad Boy. I'm just looking at, like, obviously, other than the starters and rookie Darko Milicic, like, I'm looking at these other names and I'm like, I might know a name. Yeah, so that's why I'm just saying, like, that's the route I'm going. Because their talent was worse, I feel like they had to have like more intangible things, I guess, to like come. Like I look at the 03-04 Pistons as a team that, like, I get, like, talent wise, you would never pick them to win, but they just outworked everybody and this is gonna be a nasty comparison, but it's the only one I can think of. It's like I can't even use that because somebody came in off the bench when somebody got hurt, so I can't even use that. Again, this is another nasty comparison, but I almost look at it like We Believe Warriors. Nobody thought they should win that series, but like you can laugh.
Oh, I guess.
It's a nasty. I said beforehand it's a nasty comparison. But like they were not picked to win that series going in at all.
Of course not. No, not at all.
Dallas Mavericks. That was a shot. Granted, they didn't go. And I'm saying if you look at this team on paper, talent wise, you're not picking this team to win a championship.
Yes, I am. In the East at that time, yeah, I am.
Not to look. I don't know about winning. When the Lakers were there,
who did they play? They
I
would
would say
this.
I would pick them to go to the
finals
finals in the East. Who was better than them?
was weak as hell.
Who was better?
No, nobody. I agree.
It's a reason why they went to 4 straight Eastern Conference Finals.
Wait. So the Pacers not? But they was losing all the time, wasn't they? They won one.
They
They
lost.
won twice. They
They
won
won
twice
twice.
because they lost the finals.
Yeah,
Went 2 and 4.
But like real talk, like I would have said the Indiana Pacers were better than them.
Who?
The Pacers that year. With Jermaine O'Neal and Ron Artest in them?
If you would have said the next year when Malice the Palace happened,
The next year.
Was this not Malice in the Palace year?
No,
Malice in the Palace didn't happen when they won.
It happened the next year.
It happened
the year after they won. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, I did not know that. I thought it was the year.
I apologize. I get what.
But like, even then, like 4-3 against the Nets, who I believe were just in the finals the year before, right?
Yeah.
I know, but I'm saying like,
is that harder to get past than Jordan?
And that was when Jordan was coming up. And
that was like Jordan was like the best.
He was coming up. He wasn't. Yeah. It wasn't like.
He was still arguably the best player in the world.
They did.
Did they have?
He was the best player. Like
this year, but they won in 88-89. Scotty wasn't there yet, was he? Or was he?
Yes,
it took Scottie Pippen to get a
second
migraine.
It's the second year.
It took him to get a migraine from them to lose.
Yeah, it was the second year. I think they lost in.
That's the game he won 1 for 10.
That wasn't that the year they went 7.
Yes.
No, I think the year.
That's 89-90. 89-90 is the year they went 7. I'm talking about 88-89. Scotty wasn't there, or Scotty was a rookie.
They still lost in 6 against the Bulls.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not.
Is that harder than the Nets, Gbaby? Who'd you rather play, Michael Jordan?
Okay, obviously, but I'm saying, but like even if I had the Pistons team, like I'm saying the Pistons team at 88-89, I would argue was probably top to bottom much better than the 03-04. Like just if you just look at it on paper, I think they were much better top to bottom.
Right.
So that's all. So what I'm saying with the chemistry is all I'm saying is because like I would argue if you have a worse team talent wise, you got to make sure you on your P's and Q's like all across the board because you don't have the talent to just bail you out. Like they didn't have an Isaiah Thomas. Like I like Chauncey. He's cool. Saw him at UT's graduation this year. He's cool, but like they didn't have an Isaiah Thomas, you know what I mean? Like almost like to bet. Like if they weren't on their stuff, like I think they were a better. How do you explain this? Like they played better team basketball on a night in night out basis because they had to. Like because like they didn't really have like that star to drop 30 and build like.
That's true.
Like especially off their bench, but they didn't have a Vinny Johnson.
But what you fell in to realize that doesn't make that chemistry better than that chemistry with the Bad Boys Pistons chemistry.
I mean, y'all can say Bad Boys Pistons. Like I'm not tripping about it. I'm just going a different route. I'm going a different route because I think because they talent was worse, they had to like. I would say they would have like in order for them to get there and win, they had to be a tight knit everybody on like. Not
but
just
that's every championship team, Gbaby. You know that, right?
Okay, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying everybody doesn't have to have chemistry and play like a team. I'm not trying to say that. But what I'm saying is it's easier for other teams to like just win if you on a bad page one night. It's easier to overcome for other teams than it was for this. You know what I mean? Like for example, again, this is gonna be nasty, but I'm gonna use this so y'all get my point. The 2017 Warriors, if they had if Steph was having a bad day. Hey, you got KD over there. It's cool. If KD's having a bad day, hey, you got Steph over there. It's cool. They didn't have to me, the 03-04 Pistons did not have that guy where it's like we having a bad day. Oh, but it's okay. We got him. That's that just to me.
Chauncey
they didn't have
Billups,
Isaiah Thomas.
What's the big shot?
Chauncey Billups is cool, but he isn't Isaiah Thomas.
He's not Isaiah.
He's not.
I didn't call him Isaiah Thomas. He's a guy.
I know, but
he can make a shot. He can make a shot.
I mean, Rip Hamilton's a guy that can make it. Yeah, I see what Gbaby's saying. Like, they don't have a guy of that level, Isaiah Thomas, to where they could just be like bail us out. Because Isaiah Thomas did used to, like, kind of bail them out again, even when they weren't. He would come out and drop, like, 35, 40 points when he had to.
Like, you ain't have nobody dropping 25 in a quarter. Like,
but what does that, just because somebody has a better player, that makes them have less chemistry than somebody else?
My overall point is I think because top to bottom their team was worse. I think when your team isn't that good, I feel like it's naturally harder to get even if you want to say the East was weak or whatever. Like I'm looking at 88-89 and I see back-to-back sweeps and then a 6-game series and then a sweep. That's what I see. Like that's what I see, and I look at Detroit. They went 5 with Milwaukee. I'm not gonna lie.
I could argue that their
went 7
chemistry was really well. That's why they did all that. That's why they was sweeping. They had great chemistry.
I mean, you can't argue that. I'm see like what you saying isn't crazy, but what I'm saying ain't crazy either. You know what I mean? I'm just saying because they had the worst team. I feel like it was harder for them to overcome more obstacles to win the chip as opposed to
guess what you're saying though, low key. The Detroit Pistons of 03-04 might be the best chemistry team of all time. That's what you low key saying.
I mean, if we want to take it there, sure, but like I'm not gonna make it turn it into that argument. But if you want to take it there, I think if that was a topic, like let's say we get to Friday and this is a topic of the show, who's one of the best teams chemistry wise that you would argue in the past 30 years or something, I would probably put them in the conversation and we talk about it. But I don't have the teams off the top of my head right now. But what I'm saying is because their team top to bottom wasn't as good, right? Like especially like their bench, they didn't have a Vinnie Johnson. They didn't have
old as hell, but I think kind of underrating that team. I'm not going.
The starting 5 was great. After that, rookie Darko Milicic is the only name I can really tell you. I'm like, yeah.
I mean, he was also not getting
exactly. Like I can't tell you who was on their bench. I can't tell you who was coming off.
They had Antonio. Then they had Antonio McDyess.
I don't see him here.
I don't think so. They had Corliss.
They had Lindsey Hunter. I know they had
Lindsey Hunter. Yes, I remember him.
They had to have him.
Yeah. So I'm. Like that's all I'm saying.
Like you can't compare it to like Dennis Rodman and Rick Mahorn and all these other guys.
Hey, just because you got a better team does not mean you don't have better chemistry than somebody. That's all I'm saying.
And that's fair. I'm just making.
I feel like you penalize the Bad Boys Pistons because they had a better team. Like
I'm not penalizing.
Great chemistry.
I'm okay. So just because I said the 03-04 Pistons are better, I'm not saying the Bad Boy Pistons in 88-89 was bad. Like, their chemistry was cool. Like, I don't even want to say that because it makes it seem like I'm discrediting it. They had great chemistry. I'm just taking. I just think Bad Boy Pistons had a little bit more because they had to. Because they.
I think you just respect it more. That's what I think. I think you respect what the 03-04 Pistons did more than what the 89 Pistons did. That's it. I don't think you realistically think that team had better chemistry. Like, realistically.
I realistically do.
Because I mean, if you do, again, that means because what you're factoring in is that they had a harder road, right? Because they had less talent, because they didn't have a bench and all these good things. So essentially, they're one of the worst teams, talent-wise, to win a title. Right?
I would argue that, yes.
I wouldn't argue against you. But I'm trying to tell you that that's penalizing the other teams for having a complete team and still having chemistry as well.
But I don't think it's penalizing because I'm not taking away anything. I just say, like, I'm not saying Bad Boys are here. Like, I'm not lowering the Bad Boys. I'm just raising up.
He's just picking a side. That's all.
No, and it's cool. I'm just challenging that's what we do here. We challenge the logic.
Challenging
the logic a little bit, like, because I'm just trying to figure out where did he land on this at? Like, how? Because I get it in a sense, like what you're trying to do. It's not like you're saying neither team has no chemistry. I'm not saying that either. I just simply think the Bad Boys Pistons, they had been brewing for years.
Yeah, and I'm with you, on that. I would also use that same, like, well, I mean, they had made it to 4 straight Eastern Conference Finals. I would say the 03-04 was brewing for years with a worse team. You know what I mean? Like, I get with the Bad Boy Pistons. Like, I wanted to go them. I just decided to take a different route.
No doubt.
No, I can respect that. So let's get to this.
No doubt. Let's get it.
Now, go ahead. Finish your sentence.
No, I was going to say, there ain't no thing. Let's get it.
All right. Well, let's get to this. What do you know? You know how it works. Got 10 questions for you. Can Trent bounce back from his horrible performance last?
And I almost won, too. And then Nigel had that last one. I don't know.
Yeah, Taco Fall. Shout out Taco Fall.
Y'all letting Nigel come in here and run this. BooWop, you won the last time you was on the show. Can you continue?
Let me see what's going on.
BooWop did win the last time.
This is a football one now?
Nope.
Damn.
Off the stats, Friday is going to be football.
Oh, okay.
What do you know? Question 1. In 2015, the NBA All-Star Game, who were the only 2 new starting players brought to the stage?
Oh, the starters?
You said who was the new starters?
Yeah. First time starters, yes.
In 2015.
2015, dang.
First time starters.
That's Steph and them's first. Was
it
he
Dame?
couldn't have been. Was Steph a new starter?
It was Dame.
I couldn't have been Steph. He had been
somebody else.
You know what?
No.
Steph might have been a starter.
Marc Gasol and Pau Gasol.
Incorrect.
Yeah.
Nah.
They
were definitely not starters in this year.
2015.
Steph has to be one of them because I don't think he started in 14.
2015.
Now you seen Gabe's comment?
What did Gabe say? Let me see.
Steph is one of them. He gotta be because that's his MVP year, and he wasn't starting the year before.
No, he started the year before.
I don't think he did. I don't think he started last year. The
2015
one.
Starters, or you said?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
only Nigel answered, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get the second one for you.
That's incorrect, Trent.
That's tough.
I'm just trying to figure out who the other.
I need both
starter
names.
Was. Yeah, I know.
It's only BooWop and Gbaby left.
Oh my goodness! I'm trying to remember who was hooping in 2015.
James Harden.
And
is it Steph and James Harden?
Incorrect. That's Gbaby.
James Harden and
James Harden was a good guess.
2015.
Give up?
Hell no. I got one. I gotta get the other.
You said you got one. I just said and who?
Yeah, because I know James Harden.
Because you didn't give me 2 names. You gave me
right.
one name. You gave me James Harden. I said and
James Harden got to be one, do I think?
If the second guy is who I think it is, I'm gonna be heated.
Can't take all day on the first question.
This is a great question.
Yo,
go ahead, Troy. Go ahead.
Wait, no, I don't think he started.
No, give me your answer, James Harden and who?
Just say a random name.
Fuck. I don't know. Marcus saw.
Kyle Lowry and Klay Thompson.
So I got one of them. Damn.
Yeah, needed both of them.
Kyle Lowry started in the All-Star?
Yes,
so
his
Steph
man
started in
started,
2014?
Friday.
D-Way. I think it's D-Way got hurt.
Question number 2. Which country was Steve Nash born in?
France.
South Africa.
Canada.
Nigel on the money.
You said who?
Steve Nash was born in South Africa? I would have never known that. I don't know how to.
Okay. Gabe, you right, bro. Hey, Gabe. Hey.
What did he say?
Hey,
I didn't see it.
Say you be pulling shit out your ass, bro. Hey.
Bro, I knew that one.
Hey.
The other one I was guessing. I don't know.
That was tough.
That's crazy.
Question number 3. Jeff Hornacek was a reliable shooting guard who helped the Jazz reach 2 NBA finals in the 90s. But which team did he begin with?
The Mavericks. I don't know.
Phoenix.
Incorrect.
Phoenix.
What'd you say, Nigel?
I said Phoenix first. Yeah.
That was BooWop. I thought that was BooWop.
No,
Nigel said it first.
Nigel said his lowest hero, but I heard him say something, so I gotta give it to him. Which country was Rick Fox born in?
Canada.
Oh, I know this. What?
Did I get it right?
Mm-hmm.
You say Canada?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I knew that. You know that movie he was in, that Tyler Perry movie?
Yes.
Yeah, and that's why I feel like I know that.
Question number 5. Who was the first foreign player to be drafted number 1 overall?
Hakeem Olajuwon.
That is incorrect.
Was it? Ooh, thank you.
I'm counting both of that for
Thompson.
both y'all answers.
Okay.
That is correct, Trent.
Who'd you say?
Who was it?
Ain't it Clay Pops? Michael Thompson?
Yeah, Mikael Thompson,
Yeah.
Bahamas.
That's not the name I was gonna go with, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Trent's on the board, so he can't be a real loser today. Sorry, Trent. Question number 6. NBA All-Star Jermaine O'Neal spent most of his career with the Indiana Pacers. But what team drafted him in 96?
Portland.
Blazers.
Damn.
Yeah, BooWop got it. Damn.
BooWop with the don't let him finish answer. All
Yes,
right.
sir.
I want all 3 names. Full names. Question number 7. Who is the only player in NBA history to have 3 sons play in the league?
Well, 3 sons play in the league? But you want all 3 names of the sons?
Yeah, I want the answer in all 3 names.
God, bro. I know who this is. I just
Not
can't think of
making
their
it
first
easy for you.
names. So don't name the father. Name the sons.
No, you got to name the father.
I'm not naming the father.
Oh, my, I can't name
Well,
the
all right,
father.
then you all know.
Wait,
hold on. Ain't it? Hold on.
It's the
Rick
Grant
Barry.
brothers.
It's the
Damn. It's the Grant brothers. Jeremy Grant.
Incorrect.
No,
Ain't
I'm
Rick
tripping.
Barry,
I'm
it's
tripping.
Rick-
Damn, I'm tripping.
Rick Brent.
I'm done. I already know who it
Brooks the
is.
Pops and Brent, John, and Drew.
Nah.
Brent, John, and Drew is correct.
Okay.
Who?
I knew it was Barry. I just didn't know the thing. I knew
Brent,
Brent and John. I
John,
knew Brent
and Drew.
John, bro.
Brent, John, and who?
Drew. I didn't know
You
who the
said
hell
what?
Drew is.
And whose father is this?
Rick Barry.
Rick Barry.
Oh.
You said
Grant was actually a decent.
You said an NBA player too?
Huh?
Or did you?
All 3 of his sons played in the league.
Like all 3 of his sons playing.
Brent, John, and Drew.
I don't know who Drew
Right,
is.
but
Damn.
I was gonna say what's the brothers? The Holiday brothers got 3 brothers in the league.
But they don't
Just-
have an
just-
NBA father. I don't think.
Right, but did he say an NBA father? That's why I was.
Yeah, he
confused.
said.
I believe he
said-
did. He did.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Who is the only player in NBA history to have 3 sons play in the NBA? If that don't mean father, I don't know what it means.
Hey, it's
I ain't hear you
2022.
correct.
No, I'm not going to
Justin Aaron.
Oh, come on, G. Not over here, man.
I ain't
Not
hear you
over
correct.
here. You do that on the Keep It G
sorry.
podcast. You go over there and keep it G. You
My
don't
fault.
keep it G
My fault.
like that
I'm
over
sorry.
here.
I'm sorry.
Question number 8. Question number 8. Which year was Michael Jordan's signature shoe released?
1985.
Incorrect.
Damn.
Oh my God,
88?
87.
Incorrect.
bro. What the
Wow.
Trent
Bro.
looking up on his phone, bro.
He is.
He just going, bro.
He been doing this for weeks. I tried to tell y'all months ago that's what this man was
I'm gonna
on.
go with the year before. I'm gonna say 84.
Oh yeah, I bet you would say 84 after Google told you it
Come
was
on, bro.
84.
Nah,
That's-
he been
that's the
doing
answer?
that. He been doing that for months. I tried to tell y'all, but ain't nobody want
Bro,
to
ain't nobody on
listen.
these fucking phone.
Trent said, bro.
Why are you lying?
Why
I
are you
didn't see
looking
it.
at his tablet?
I wanted to say 84 too. Damn.
All right, last
Me
question.
too.
Last question. Oh, damn already.
Number
Damn.
10.
I just don't want the board. That's all that matters to me.
Which NBA player is known for the shot heard around the world?
There's a lot. Is it? Ooh.
In the NBA Finals.
Okay, that's important.
Yeah, like what the fuck did he just ask me?
The shot around the world, because I know
Never
I've heard
heard
that
of the
before.
shot heard
Yeah,
around the world?
It's because there's an obvious answer,
That
but I
shit
feel like
said-
that obvious answer is wrong.
It's not LeBron.
I know it's not. Is it MJ98?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh well.
I'm gonna just say Magic.
No.
I'm done.
What he made a floater?
I don't know. I don't care.
Boy, you got one and you gave up.
Yeah, I'm done.
You supposed to be the reigning champ. You can't give up on a fight.
Man, look,
Oh, I'm the reigning.
I was slow reacting.
You said motherfucker Trailblazers.
Yeah, I was slow
Yeah,
reacting.
so fast. Portland.
Hey, I'm
feel
in
me?
A.
Couldn't even let me speak.
I'm in A. I don't know.
What you say,
I said I'm in A.
Gbaby? No answers?
I already said my guess.
I haven't guessed yet.
Oh,
I haven't
okay.
guessed yet. Has
Yeah,
Trent
I was
guessed?
like, all right,
No.
I said
Trent
MJ98.
Trent
so-
said no answer.
Oh, Trent said no.
I said MJ.
Oh, I know.
I said MJ98.
Oh,
so if
yeah,
it
that's
wasn't
right,
him, then
that's
I don't know
him.
who it is.
The shot heard around the world.
Trent, you looking it up now?
No, I'm watching Raw.
We're almost done. We're almost done. Once Nigel gives us the correct answer, that is incorrect. His name was Garherd.
The fuck?
I think that's how you say his name. Garheard. Garherd.
Is it a tie?
Hey, I don't know what world we heard this in, but it clearly wasn't Earth because shot heard around the world. What shot was
this?
Yeah,
you heard that around the world. He said,
What's the tally?
3 Nigel, 1 Gbaby, 1 BooWop, 2 for me, 2 for Trent. No, 3 for Trent. Hold on, sorry. Nigel, you got 2. Trent got 3. BooWop 1. And Gbaby 1.
Wait, I have 2? I have 2?
Yeah, you got 2.
Okay.
GP.
I need to get a blood on show.
Yeah, that's who won. But final thoughts, fellas. BooWop.
Look at the no, I'm just playing. Hey man, get with your boy. What? Boy, your boy Tad is here. Hey, nah, man. See you guys Wednesday night. Nightcap. Losers.
Trent.
I'll see y'all Wednesday. Feel me? Again, Marshall Lynch ain't top 30, bro. Mel, Woolidge, when y'all come back, y'all was wilding earlier last show, going crazy.
I might be able to get Woolidge on Friday too. It depends on if G able to make it or not.
Yeah, Wednesday and Friday. So,
Baby.
Real quick, hey Trent, why you always stretch and yawn in your final thoughts?
I don't know.
Every single time you be like, final thoughts, hey,
yeah.
Good shot, you know what I mean?
I'm tired.
He just put a lot of work in.
You know what I mean?
He just put a lot of work in.
Marshawn not top 30, Bill, Bully,
I should be tired,
you
bro.
just do that all the time. Nuggets and Saints 2023. Stop playing with us.
Nigel.
Why is that so funny?
I want to see how long he keeps it up, Nigel. It's going to change somewhere along the way. I'm going to catch him. I'm going to have a TikTok saying it every time until he switch.
Shout out everybody in the chat. They be showing me love. Gart, Warnock, Barney. We got who else in here? Dream. We got
man,
Gabe,
just shout out to the
Gabe
chat.
Sure. Yeah.
Shout out to the damn chat. You guys are amazing.
All of y'all. Yeah.
Another giveaway coming soon. You got to stay tuned, man. If you ain't in the Discord, get in the damn Discord. I love everybody.